I see we have people popping in, which is very exciting for us to get started. Robert, how are you?
I am phenomenal, Miss Brooke. How you doing?
I am great. This is a super exciting night for us here on our celebration night. I think Miss Tia is joining us as well. So I will see when she is on. And then we have our wonderful judges. I'm so excited that you guys are taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. We'll give you an opportunity to just say your name and your business in a little bit. And we have our participants logging on right now. I know some of you are super duper nervous, but you got this. You have been going through 12 weeks of wonderful class, some phenomenal coaches, some great facilitators, of course. So we are very excited to hear your story and learn more about your business. There are some questions coming through the chat. I'm not sure if I'm manning the chat. If Robert, you see the questions coming through the chat, or if Tia is on, she sees the questions that we can help people out. I do want to start promptly, but let me see my time. Oh, it is 6:02. So let me see, Robert, if we know the participants that are getting on between the two of us, if we are ready
Mhm.
to go.
So some of the main questions people are wondering why they cannot see themselves. It is a Zoom webinar, so it's a lot different than our Zoom meetings. And all that means is that we only see the people that are talking actively as panelists versus everybody at the same time. That way, when you pitch, only you and the judges will be seen at that time. It'll be a lot less distractions.
Yep. And just for everybody out there that's worrying about when you're going to pitch and all the rest of that, when I call up the person who's going to be pitching next, I will be letting you know who's on deck and who's after that. So you'll get the person that's pitching and the two people after that. So y'all will be all right. You'll have plenty of time to get yourself ready and make sure you on time.
Awesome. So I believe we are ready to go ahead and get started. Again, if you have questions and you put them in there, we will be able to address those in between. My name is Brooke Davis, and I am one of the facilitators from the Tuesday and Wednesday night class. I am also a proud graduate of Spring GR, so I had the opportunity to sit where you are and pitch as well. So this is game time. I'm like, Robert, when you hear your name, be ready to go and let your light shine. I'm going to take an opportunity right now to introduce our judges. I am excited for our judges. We have three spectacular people here with us tonight, and some of them have been around quite a long time with Spring GR. I think maybe since the opening, either in a capacity of advising, judging, coaching, or even as a member. So I'm going to start first with Bonnie. Bonnie, if you are, I think you're on here. I'm going to move down so I can see you. Bonnie, if you can just introduce yourself, your name, and I know you were a mentor and a coach before.
Hi, I'm Bonnie Joustra. I have had a corporate career, international, stateside, small companies, big companies. And I started as a business coach about 4 years ago, actually 2017. And I have been coaching, guest judging, guest coaching, mentoring. And it's been a wonderful experience. I've gotten more out of it than I sometimes think I give. So thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us tonight. You're going to be very pleased and excited. I know that you are. Next time I'm going to do ladies first. So I'm coming to you, but I'm coming to you last. Alicia, is that how I say it? Alicia? I should just call you sister because we both have the same last name.
It's okay. Sister Davis. It's Alicia Davis. I am co-owner with my husband of Truth and Gold. We're a lifestyle apparel brand helping parents and caretakers talk to kids about difficult topics like justice and racism.
Awesome. Amazing. It is so nice to meet you and Spring GR grad herself. So I am pleased that you are here and you are going to see some exciting things. And next we are going to have Jermel speak, and I've actually had the opportunity, most of us know him, to try some of the juices. They are phenomenal and fabulous, and they are partnering. I'm just going to give a little plug. There's no shameless plugs. Right now they're partnering with Long Road because I went down to pick up my stuff, you all. So if you ain't got in on that, now you can get a little mixy mix for your bars at home. So I will let him tell a little bit about himself.
Well, hello, everybody. Jermel Eddy. I am a co-founder along with my spouse Anissa of Malamaya Juice Bar. Some of you all may know us as Malamaya Juice Bar and Eatery. We've been around since 2013. And I am also the principal of JE Speaks, a little speaking, consulting, business coach type of thing there. And then also, I'm going to let you all in on a little secret. Okay, so you heard it here first. I'm also the founder and owner of a new company coming to you soon called Malamazing Juice Company, Malamazing Juice Company. So that's all I'm going to give you right there. I love what Spring GR does. I've been around here since before Spring GR started. When the pitch came to Grand Rapids from Chattanooga, Tennessee at launch, I was there in the room for that very first conversation. So it's great to see where it has come to thus far.
Awesome. So we have some good things to come from our judges. You will never be disappointed. If you all did not write it down, don't worry, we're going to email it to you, and we are definitely going to look for that to come. I'm very excited about the opportunity. We will take a couple more questions before I turn it over to Robert to get started. I want to make sure, I know there was one from Lachey in the chat about unmuting. I think that will be taken care of probably from our person running tech, I'm hoping. And then we've already addressed if you can see anybody, the controls. Oh, he put it in the chat for us. Amazing. So I think, Robert, we are ready to get started. What about you?
Sounds like a plan, Ms. Brooke. Let me go ahead and introduce myself to those of you all that haven't met me, because I got some of you all of my students, but my name is Robert Heath. I'm one of the coaches with Spring GR. I'm also the CEO and owner of Legacy Leadership Consulting. We help small business owners and business professionals to get the best out of themselves and out of those that they lead. So what we're going to be doing tonight, you all are going to be pitching. This is your time. Show us what you got. And I want you to make sure that you bring it, that you bring all the energy, bring all the fire, do that whole thing. But one of the things that I got to tell everybody that has been kind of tapped into my ear today is that we are on a strict timeline. So there are 3 minutes for your pitch. There are 2 minutes, judges, for comments. Now, when we get to that 3-minute mark, you will hear me politely interrupt you and let you know that there is time. When we get to that 2-minute mark, judges, you will hear me politely interrupt you. Hopefully we won't, because everybody will get to the end of their comments really quickly. One of the things that I've seen in the past couple of times for the judges is we love for you all to give them love and let them know how good you thought their pitch was. Try to get through that part quickly and then get to the question, because that makes it a lot more time for you all to go back and forth with any information that you want to give them. Other than that, let's make it happen. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my list so I can tell you all. The first up tonight is going to be Miss Siobhan Morales. And then on deck is going to be Miss Lynche Camp. And third is Kiera Conway. So again, that's Siobhan Morales, Lynche Camp, and then Kiera Conway. So Siobhan, when you are ready, you can go ahead and get ready to get started. And when the timer starts, we'll let you know. All right, Siobhan, are you there? You're still on mute, Siobhan.
Okay, sorry, sorry about that.
No problem.
Just so you know, everybody, when it is your time to pitch, you will have to unmute yourself.
Okay, so I'm ready.
All right. You may begin.
Have you ever hosted a party and been so exhausted that you didn't have time to actually enjoy it? Well, allow me to relieve that burden. I'm Siobhan Morales, the creator of Sweet Themes, and I'll make your special occasion easier to manage by crafting sweet theme tables so you can spend more time building memories and less time stressing. From customizable backdrops and decor to delicious confections, I'll tailor your theme table to your unique taste and color scheme, making your next event Pinterest worthy. This all started as a hobby. A couple years back, a friend of mine was overwhelmed by the thought of planning her baby shower. And given my background in baking and crafting, she asked for my assistance. That was all this took, and it became a passion of mine. Being able to create a space that celebrates a person's milestone, watching the joy and appreciation in their eyes when they take in a design that was crafted specifically for them, is unlike anything else. Everyone deserves to feel special on their day, not overwhelmed or stressed out. I have the ability to personalize events while making them both manageable and attainable for the average woman. My target customer is a woman between the ages of 25 and 55. She earns between $40,000 to $70,000 annually, and she's obsessed with the Instagram and Pinterest aesthetic. However, she is far from crafty. She does not have the time nor the patience to put everything together, but she still wants to impress. My competition will be local bakeries, event planners, and Etsy. However, I'll have the competitive edge by making event planning more streamlined and less stifling for the average woman. My plan is to offer products and services separately as well as packages so that I can launch during COVID. I will start off by selling on Etsy as well as Facebook until I'm able to launch my own website that will allow for direct sales. Eventually, I'll build up to 4 events per month once the state reopens. If I were to win, I would use the funds to invest in higher quality images by hiring a photographer. Any remaining funds would go towards launching my website. So the next time that you are throwing an event or hosting a gathering, whether it's a birthday, baby shower, or holiday, remember, there's no need to feel pressured. Call Sweet Themes and I'll help you craft sweet memories.
All right, great job, great job. We go ahead and get the timer ready for the judges. And then one quick shout out while we're waiting for the judges' comments. Everybody make sure that you have your cameras on when you're presenting so that we can see you as well as hear you. All right, so the timer's going up and ready. Judges, what do you got? Go ahead and remember to come off of mute.
Yvonne, can you turn your camera on?
Excuse me, Mom.
I'll get started if I can. Sorry, I've got a little one that just joined me, but Siobhan, thanks so much for your presentation. I think I am definitely your target market. I fit in your age bracket and too busy to do it, but I want to do it all. Can you tell me a little bit about how you're going to streamline this and with these bundles online? Can you just explain that a little bit?
So it's fully customizable. Like I have basic products that I can sell that anyone can purchase, as far as like the backdrops, the decor from like flowers to pom-poms and so forth. They get to select it and they'll tell me their color scheme and I will just tailor it to that. But it will be set bundles that they can purchase, or they can do a whole package that will include not only the decor, but also any baked goods. And the baked goods as well will be customizable. They get to pick. The packages will include 1 cake and 4 little confections, and the confections will be their choice. So whether they want shooters or bars or what have you, but that was what the package will include. It'll be the decor plus a table and the desserts.
Great, thank you.
All right, we got time for one more question.
I'm wondering if you could go into a little bit of the your marketing strategies again. I know you kind of mentioned Etsy and Facebook, but how are you going to get to that target audience?
So I've already created an Etsy profile, as well as I'm on Pinterest and Facebook with the business name. So right now I'm just taking pictures of the packages that I'm offering and letting everyone know that they can customize it fully by telling me their color scheme if they just want to order the decoration.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We have hit our time mark. Thank you, Ms. Siobhan. Thank you, judges. And so now, as you all know, Ms. Lenshay, you're up. Kiera, you're on deck. And Ms. Marquita Dean, you are in the hole, as they say. So let's go ahead and get started while we wait for the technical stuff to happen. Please make sure that you're unmuted and that you have your video camera on so we can see you. Ms. Lenshay?
Yes, I'm here. Can you see me?
We can.
Awesome. All right. So we all know how hard it is to start a business, right? I mean, right now we are all at the beginning of a journey that is over for nearly 85% of small businesses. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to sustain a recognizable brand? Small businesses having a voice and a clear vision is more important now than ever. Hi, my name is Lynn Shea Camp, and I am the owner of 1219 Designs LLC. My business's sole purpose is to bring confidence to small business owners, entrepreneurs, and solopreneurs through powerful, confident, and exclusive designs. I started this business because I was literally sick and tired of my 9-to-5. I wanted to do something that would allow me to be creative and help others. And I decided to start a t-shirt line with inspirational quotes. I researched different designers, found apps and I found graphic design apps like Canva and Logo Maker that would allow me to design my own stuff, but I couldn't quite achieve that look I was going for. So I decided to find another designer, and I went through Fiverr. And I hired designers for like $25 to $50, and soon found that you get what you pay for. So with that, I set out to learn graphic design myself. Fast forward nearly 2 years later, and I've studied branding and graphic design religiously. From my experiences, I have developed a very personalized and unique approach to helping my clients create the brand of their dreams. My target customers are small businesses like Janice Vance from Zuri Skincare. The owner, Janice Vance, contacted me a few weeks ago saying that she needed a logo to go along with her new name. And here's the catch, she needed it within a couple days. So she wanted this logo to be unique and help her brand to stand out amongst her business's competitors and appeal to her target customers. Together with a simplified and personalized approach, we created an ideal logo suite for her brand. 1219 Designs LLC offers affordable but competitive pricing. That is based off of the needs and size of the project, and pricing can start anywhere from $350 to $1,500. My break even was about $4,200. That included my computer and my classes at Kindle. I also have monthly costs for programs like Adobe Cloud and other training programs to keep my skills up to par for $120 a month. I have exceeded my break even point in 18 months, and 80% of my business comes through word of mouth. My future plans for 1219 Designs LLC is to start a design agency, and that's where the prize money comes in. I would like to put that money towards building a profitable design agency that would be a one-stop shop for our clients. We would offer graphic design services, social media, marketing, photography, and full branding services. My clients can reach me through social media, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Please refer to my final slides for my website, 1219designsllc.com, and on my social media platforms. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome job. All right, judges, do we have any comments, any questions?
Hello, Lynn Shea. That was a great pitch there, presentation. I am wondering, as a small business owner myself, I'm wondering, how are you able to distinguish yourself from the other agencies that are popping up here and there? What makes you different? What's the it factor?
Well, the it factor is that I basically allow you to help with the design of your process. Like, a lot of times what they'll do is they'll ask you what you want and then create a whole thing and then say this, or this. That's not how I work. I let you be a part of it through the whole process. And I think people like that because you don't just get something at the end and have to pick from one thing. You basically help design yourself.
Thank you.
And then Jay, just to clarify, how do you go about doing that, considering so many small business owners are so busy and we're not meeting really face-to-face a ton yet? How are you kind of working with, what does that meeting actually look like, and how are you going about that?
So the way I go about that is I always ask ahead of time. Okay, I communicate a lot through text message because I need it in front of me. And so I'm going to reach out here and there all day. I'm going to send you pictures. I'm going to constantly kind of go back and forth with you. Are you able to do that? So I clarify at the beginning that you definitely need to be available to kind of speak back and forth.
Okay, great. Thank you.
All right, we've got time for one more question if you have them, judges.
And do you have a specific niche area that you're looking of the small businesses, or is it just all small businesses?
Well, my niche area is I definitely want to work with solopreneurs, entrepreneurs. Like, I want to work with the decision owners, like a small group of people, so that it's not like the decisions have to go through a whole bunch of people. I specifically want to work with the smaller groups.
Awesome, awesome. Great job, Miss Lynn Shea. Awesome job. And now let's go ahead and move to Miss Kiera Conway. Marquita Dean, you are on deck, and Miss Rebecca DeHamer, you are in the hole. Getting ready. If you all are ready, go ahead, turn on your camera, unmute yourself so we can hear you, so we can see you. Time is getting ready to start. Do we have?
Hi, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. I see you and I hear you. All right, Miss Kiera. You may begin.
Oh, okay. Family by blood, sisters by love. Those were the words on the card I made for my sister on her 13th birthday, and the words that acted as a catalyst for my business. Hi, my name is Kiera Conway, and I'm the proud owner of Stirred Sentiments, a greeting card company for blended families. My youngest sister, Lulu, is biologically my cousin, but my family adopted her when she was 1 year old. I remember going from store to store looking for a birthday card to capture our relationship and our special bond, and being disappointed when none sufficed. Unfortunately, this is the experience of many people in blended families, which can be defined as non-biological family members or biological family members brought together through marriage and adoption. Nearly half of adults are in blended families, yet there is no designated section for them in card aisles. Hallmark and American Greetings are still catering to traditional families, though data shows that non-traditional and blended families are the new standard. Stirred Sentiments recognizes the industry's forgotten family members and celebrates the diversity and what it means to be in a family today. Next slide. My target audience are women ages 25 to 60, making $35,000 to $100,000 a year. Women who believe that DNA stands for does not always, as in biology does not always determine family. This key demographic also includes millennial women who have substantially contributed to the resurgence of greeting cards. In a time where large card companies are experiencing a decline in sales, smaller craft card companies are attracting millennial customers who prefer more personalized cards. I'll reach my audience via word of mouth, Facebook, and Instagram, and my cards will be sold on an e-commerce website. I'm also hoping to partner with local shops and agencies, such as Bethany Christian Services, to have my cards on site. Based on my research, my fixed cost would be about $1,300 a month, and I would need to sell about 344 cards to break even. I'm hoping to launch the website with cards to purchase by May 2021, and through marketing and capitalizing on holidays such as Mother's Day, Father's Day, National Step Family Day, and World Adoption Day, I plan to reach my break-even goal by May of 2022. Winning this competition will allow me to cover startup costs, such as printing, packaging, graphic design, and building my website. While you're waiting on that 2021 launch, I invite you all to check out my Facebook page, Stirred Sentiments, and be sure to like and follow for a sneak peek of designs, writing tips, and all of the content you need to stay in touch with Stirred Sentiments as we celebrate the diversity of today's American family. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome job, Ms. Conway. Judges, go ahead. You have the floor. What questions do you have?
Well, Kiera, I was just going to say that's actually a perfect business that I can share with our customers. We have a lot of adopted families, and this is always an ongoing conversation. Can you talk to me a little bit about what it would look like for you to sell 344 individual cards a month? What does your strategy for marketing look like?
Yeah, so I plan to really utilize Facebook and Instagram to get the word out. I've already joined certain Facebook groups and pages that cater specifically to like blended families, and have been strategically commenting and trying to get my name out there to do that. I also want to eventually like launch boxes so that people can buy like a 6-card box for like each holiday in that year.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions? All right, great job, Kiera. You presented it all. Everybody's like, we got it, we understand. So good job, great presentation, and good luck to you, madam. All right, let's see who's next up. We have Miss Marquita Dean, and then Rebecca DeHamer is on deck, and Aaron Gordon, you are in the hole. All right, I can see you, Marquita. Talk to me so I can make sure I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Marquita Dean, founder of the Marquita Dean Experience. Have you ever felt out of place, like in a social setting, a family gathering, or just nightlife in general? I get it. You know, I have. It's hard to be yourself, your authentic self in today's society, as like for the social norm. With the Marquita Dean Experience, I want to offer themed events with food as the main attraction that connects adults with the same interests and a comfortable social experience that helps build like self-acceptance. I worked for Kent County. I worked for nonprofits. I've worked in multiple like college campuses. I was even the sous chef for Arizona State University athletic department, but I just didn't fit in. You know, like I'm loud, I'm boisterous, like my character, you know, I'm one of a kind. And being who I am, I can host a mean event. You know, I love to cook, throw down in the kitchen, and I bring a smile that brights the world. You know, my target customer are men and women aged 21 and above who makes $30,000 to $70,000 a year and has a little passive income for life enrichment. Yes, there's other promoters out there, but like a lot of people, that's not their taste, you know, like downtown, large gatherings, you know. I don't want to show up to a place where I have to win a fashion show just to be accepted or listen to the music genre that just isn't my taste. I understand that. For like a full experience and to understand what you're getting into, you can find us on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You know, with my social medias combined in my network, I have the opportunity to reach over 500,000 people with my parties. Like just to give an overview, like the menu would have like seared ribeye steak, you know, like dessert buffets, appetizers, things that I'm used to cooking, you know, of that sort. So if I was to invite 20 people charging $100 a ticket, I would make almost $2,000 an event, covering my menu, covering like you know, the venue and the menu, which is like $1,000 I averaged, you know, as Airbnb or whatever. I'd probably make $1,000 profit. If I was to win this competition, I would use the money to recertify my ServSafe, look into just different licenses, you know, as far as like liquor licenses and things to expand my events. And you can just check us out on Instagram, Snapchat, and follow us on Facebook.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good job, Miss Marquita. All right, coaches, what you got? I'm sorry, not coaches, judges. What you got? What questions, what information would you like to hear about?
I would like to hear about who do you see as your direct and indirect competitors out there?
Okay, so maybe my direct competitors would be, just say for instance, with pre-COVID, like the Bob, or things who host events like Halloween parties and things like that, who cater to, and then my indirect would be like the local promoters, I feel like, who just do maybe lingerie parties or things of that sort, who doesn't include like everyone, just a certain specific.
Okay, well, the Bob is for sale, so you can go on and get that now.
Any other questions?
Can you, is there a venue you're eyeing? Like, okay, for my first really big event, I would love this particular venue. It would express kind of the experience we want to have, and also meet your needs.
Okay, say for instance, this is just because I got my Spring GR Ladies Night. I would like my first venue to be at Beechwood Retreats on Lake Michigan to host like a swimsuit party for BBWs. Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right. It looks like you got one person. Virginia says she's going to be there. Hey, what's going on? I like it. I like it. Any other ideas? Anything else? Brooks covered too. So you already got some people on the line. Any other questions, judges? We got about 20 seconds.
I'm wondering, do you have current customers or current events that you have planned? I mean, maybe it's pre-COVID. Did you have any events?
Oh, I knew this was coming. So what's crazy is I run a concession stand right now called Crunchy Munchies, but I pivoted during the middle of Spring GR because I just want to welcome everyone. And I just want everyone to be just like a family. What I learned from, so I'm sorry. No, I
love it. No, you're good. You're good. More to come is the answer that she got. All right. I love it. So thank you so much, Miss Marquita. We're going to go ahead and keep it moving. Who's the next person up? Miss Rebecca DeHamer. Aaron Gordon, you're on deck. And Jermaine Jackson, you are in the hole, brother. All right. So make sure I can see you. I can hear you. Let's see, Miss DeHamer, are you there? We are. And am I saying your last name properly? Because I don't want to mess it up. I apologize if I am.
It's DeHamer.
DeHamer. There we go. So everybody, I just said that on like the last 4 times. It's DeHamer now, Miss Rebecca DeHamer.
That's okay.
All right. We can hear you. We can see you. And the time will start when you started talking.
Okay. All right. Might you know someone with flashy new bling or a corporate executive unsure as to where to start when planning their event? I am Rebecca DeHamer, the owner of RJ Designs. As a daughter of an entrepreneur, my company was established in 2016 due to my love for planning and people, with goals to one day utilize this as my passion and primary source of income. From $1 million weddings in Chicago to events in Haiti to high-end clients in LA to countless local events in Michigan, I always knew that landing back in the mitten is where I would eventually grow roots. The goal of RJ Designs is to help ease your stress by first listening to your vision, then by introducing you to one of our many well-vetted vendors that we have worked with firsthand, thus giving you back your valuable time, allowing your friends and family a task-free experience, and helping to ensure that your big day is perfectly flawless in every way. RJ Designs is primarily a service-based business at 80% and 20% being product distribution. My target customers are busy working individuals ranging from 24 to 38 years of age, but generally anyone planning an event. My current packages consist of a gold year of coordination, silver 6-month planning, and bronze month of planning for any type of wedding or event. My break-even figures during an ideal calendar year based on my silver package would be booking a minimum of 24 brides per year, 2 per month at $4,000, equaling 96,000 gross sales per year, with supplemental income generating at $40 an hour for smaller packages such as setup and teardown. With the winnings, I plan to complete my website, purchase a Halo light for virtual meetings, and invest in more business development books. Secure a booth space at the Grand Rapids Bridal Expo, create new business cards and logo, and gift a COVID care package where I plan to give a deserving recipient that has struggled with the stresses of rescheduling their wedding during COVID, my bronze coordination package for their event, winner nominated. Based on current data in the Grand Rapids area, I am competitively priced with businesses in the industry, ranging in package prices from $500 to $10,000. So what sets me apart from my competition, you ask? Great question. With my precise attention to detail, over 20 years of experience, and countless vendor relationships built, I will work tirelessly to ensure that each one of my clients is given an individualized approach to planning and to ensure they experience the event of their dreams. My future clients can find me on Facebook, RJ Designs LLC, and Instagram, RJ Designs LLC, Bride to Bride West Michigan, and coming very soon, my personal website. You never get a second chance to make a first impression, whether you need a zipper upper, a bustler helper, a floral placer, a wine passer, or a cheerleader. Contact us for a complimentary consultation and conversation. Let RJ Designs ensure that you never miss a single moment and that your big day is perfectly flawless in every way. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Great job. Let's go ahead and turn it over to the judges. What questions do you have?
I have a question. Rebecca, it sounds like you have previous experience. Can you talk about, what kind of previous experience you have?
Sure, yeah. I used to live in LA, so I worked at an event company in LA. I also worked at Blythefield Country Club as their event coordinator, and a few other local event companies here before starting my company. So done a lot of work with a company called HMR Designs in Chicago, and a couple events I've done in Haiti when I lived there for a short period of time. So,
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
Could you talk a little bit more about your marketing, marketing strategies?
Sure. I'm currently in the process. I have someone working on completing my website right now. Jalen recommended someone that I ended up going with. I have a Facebook business page, Instagram business page, and then a lot of marketing. I recently posted my package that I'm giving away on Giving Tuesday. So having brides that I've worked with in the past, giving testimonials on my social media platforms.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we got time for about one more if there is one out there. If not, great presentation, Miss D. Hammer. I thought it was a great job. I'm really proud of you. So keep it up, keep working hard, and good luck in the competition.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Aaron Gordon is next. Jermaine Jackson is on deck, and Miss Shakidra Joseph is in the hole.
Hi, everyone. Don't mind Spider-Man behind me. I'm in my son's room. So it is kind of funny that we are celebrating via Zoom right now, which it seems like everybody in the world is turning to a at-home or remote-based option, which brings me here tonight. My name is Aaron Gordon. I'm the owner of Gordon Prestige Medical Billing Service, which is a at-home billing service. Now, I will tell you, I'm not up and fully functioning like most, but with my passion that I have for the medical billing field and also my research that I've done in the Grand Rapids area, in Michigan, and across the United States, I've also noticed that your physicians, my physicians, our kid physicians, all of their practices that you go to and take your kids to are losing a great amount of money from the insurance company not paying. Well, here I am today, Gordon Prestige Medical Billing, here to help your physicians get paid. So that's what my business is. Now, my customer wouldn't be just anyone. It's mostly physicians. For mid-sized practices that see on average about 50 patients a month. Now, did I forget to mention that I'm not fully up and running yet? But I turned my passion into a business. I obtained my LLC in September, purchased the domain, and also applied for my EIN. Now, I did write up my final cost for my startup, which will be roughly about $3,500, and that will include software, equipment, and office supplies, marketing, and advertisement. Now, on average, most at-home billing services make about $15,000 to $5,000 a month. Now, through a lot of research and consulting that I've done with others in the field, I've also been advised that the marketing is mostly done word of mouth, but to have a website is a great direction to point them to. Now, let's not forget that this is an at-home billing service. So my vision for Gordon Prestige Medical Billing is to employ about 15 to 25 people with the opportunity to work solely from home and to be supplied with all the work material to perform their daily job needs, and also to service all physicians across the United States and to help physicians get paid.
Are you ready for questions?
Yes.
You answered one question I had was, who was your target market? And so you're saying physicians across the entire United States. So I have a question. How are you going to position yourself against competition? And then I do have a second question. It's like you say you will eventually get to 15 to 25 people, and I'm not sure what income level you'd have to be or how many customers you'd have to be. So 2 parts. How are you going to get to your customers, and then ramping up? What does that look like?
Yes. So to market out to my customers is mostly will be applying for some of the jobs that they put out for Indeed, but promoting myself as a contractor, as a company, and going from there, getting leads. Mostly it's word of mouth. So once I do get my foot in the door and reach out to those via LinkedIn, helping out with other billing services, maybe getting a referral, then that is when I will go into which physician office do I want. I know I want someone that sees about 50 patients per month, which can generate between $1,500 and $5,000 a month, all depending on how big these physicians' offices are. More than 2 or 3, then that will generate more revenue through the insurance company, which will then generate it to myself.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we got time for one more. If there's one more question, if not, all right, good job, Miss Erin. Now you've gotten that behind you. Everything is just smooth sailing going forward. All right, good luck to you. All right. Next up is Mr. Jermaine Jackson. Miss Shakidra Joseph is on deck, and Shannon Kemp is in the hole. So let's make sure that I can see you and hear you. Jermaine, are you there? I see.
Yes, sir. Here I come.
All right, there we go. Let's go ahead. Let everybody see your smiling face.
There we go.
All right, there we go. Perfect. So you can start when you're ready, brother.
Yes, sir. Now, don't you hate when you've hired someone to take care of your lawn care service and it's just not done right? Or you have grass growing, leaves blowing, but you just really don't feel like doing it? Well, hello, my name is Jermaine Jackson. I'm the owner and operator of Creating Community Lawn Care. And at Creating Community Lawn Care, we provide services that are affordable and done right the first time, every time. Now, I created Creating Community because of my passion for serving the youth and the smell of fresh cut grass. At CCL, we are committed to hiring and partnering with teenagers in the Grand Rapids area. And with that being done, we are able to provide young individuals with jobs focusing on teaching them life skills through lawn care, such as learning a trade, being punctual, and building character, to name a few. Creating Community will also focus on making an impact within the community by providing and hosting resource events to benefit residents and families that will also empower the community as a whole. Now, at CCL, we understand that our residential customers that consist of young dual income families ages 27 and up, as well as our experienced homeowners who are over the ages of 40 years old, lead very busy lives, and they value the time that they can spend with their family and friends, even if it means wearing a mask instead of doing yard work. And also our commercial property customers that include small business and rental properties have a reputation and image to adhere to, which is why we get the job done right the first time, every time. Now, we know there's a lot of competition in the lawn care field, but our customers choose Creating Community because of the quality of work, the affordable pricing, and knowing that they too have made an impact and connection with local youth by hiring our services. CCL has been in business for a year now and has generated $4,960 of gross revenue that has continued to cycle back into the business. For instance, last month I drove to Atlanta to haul back a zero-turn mower that I purchased to help cut down the time that we're spending on cutting lawns. Our goals moving Creating Community forward is to grow our customer base by targeting our potential clients through community events, Facebook, and Instagram, so that we can gain more capital. And if we were to win this, we would look at purchasing 2 more trucks within 5 years, with also doing additional hiring of crew members. So if you know someone or yourself and you just have a hard time getting your yard done, or whoever did it is not done right, please give us a call, 616-816-9898. Thank you.
All right. Great job, Jermaine. Coaches, you got them. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, I keep calling y'all coaches, but you know, I just feel like y'all are part of the group.
Jermaine, can you tell us a little bit about how you found your customers? I think you have a really unique idea of employing teens, but how do you find a customer who's really interested in that side of your business?
So initially, how things started out, it was just strictly word of mouth. You know, going door to door. COVID hit, unfortunately, wasn't able to really do that. So I actually had a cousin of mine post. I didn't have Facebook at the time. He posted some things on Facebook, gained a few more interest and customers that way. Now, you know, with the phone number that we have, the email of not J-Main, but Creating Community Lawn Care at Gmail, we can be reached there. And also with the upcoming Instagram page, we'll be able to tackle our clients through that avenue as well.
Great, thank you.
I got a comment and then a question. My comment is to have you to have you think about considering property owners, you know, whether somebody has a couple of duplexes or something like that. That way, you know, you can cluster your money and get it all in one hit. Boom. You know you're going to have those clients. And then my question is, what is your competitive edge over all of the lawn care companies out there? I mean, anyone who has a lawnmower feels that they are qualified to start a lawn care company and do edges and do all this stuff. What makes you different?
Okay. To go back to your comment, I actually do have a client that owns a duplex, 2 duplexes together, and I've been servicing their lawn since January. And what sets us apart is the passion that we have serving our youth here in the Grand Rapids area. We're able to provide young men and women with jobs to help keep them off the streets, putting money in their pockets, allowing them to learn a trade, a life skill, like I said, a life skill through lawn care. So
Awesome. Great job. Great questions. And keep making the youth better. You know that I love everything that you're doing, Jermaine. We didn't talk a lot about it.
Yes,
I'm looking forward to it and to continuing to help out. Good luck in the competition. And let's see who's up next. We've got Shakidra Joseph. You are on next. Shannon Kemp is on deck. And Jamila McDonald is in the hole. So let me hear you. Let me see you so that we know that we're ready to go. All right, come on off mute, Miss Joseph.
Coming. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, sorry.
All right, there we go. Now we see you. Now we hear you. Your time is getting ready to begin.
Have you ever tried to do something on your lunch break and the wait times were so long you had to leave? Now take a second to think about it and zone in on those emotions. Those emotions may be frustration, anger, disappointment, etc. Hello, my name is Shakidra Joseph, and I am the future owner of JM Laboratories. JM Laboratories is a workplace testing lab seeking to decrease the wait time for employees while also decreasing the turnaround from 72 hours to 24 to 48 hours on test results. Meanwhile, saving the employer and employee both time and money. Most employers tend to send their employees to urgent care facilities, an example, Spectrum Health Urgent Care, MedOne, or Concentra. These urgent care facilities tend to have long wait times as well as a 72-hour turnaround rate for results. That is due to essentially sending out specimens to another testing facility. JM Laboratories will market to its customers through social media, mostly LinkedIn, cold calls, job placement sites, directories, word of mouth, and mail marketing. Our customer base is employment agencies, the trucking industries, manufacturing, and nursing homes, and soon hopefully expand to other markets. As JM Laboratories is in the startup phase, my numbers show that I would need $5,000 to $6,000 for startup costs. The ongoing cost is not known as we are still in our research phase. JM Laboratories' plans and goals to move our business forward is to add on pathology testing, research, and outreach that will seek to increase the interest of young women of color in the science, technology, engineering, and mathematical, also known as the STEM field. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Getting into STEM and everything else. I like it. Judges, you all have any questions that you want to give to Miss Joseph?
I'd love for you just to flesh out that last idea that you left us with. Flesh out what that's going to look like to really engage and encourage students to participate in the STEM fields.
Okay, so a little about myself is I am a biochemist by trade. And so my goal is to be able to have this laboratory that's up and running. And so I want to bring in middle school and high school young women of color where I can introduce them to the equipment, also introduce them to how to think as a scientist, how to think as someone that works in technology, the engineering or mathematical field, while also giving them the ability to have that learn that on hands experience so that they may be able to make a better decision on whether they want to continue in the field and further their education.
Great, thank you.
And to diverse the science workforce.
I have a question. Your competition, I understood it that your advantage is you're on site, but you also said that they send specimens out, so you're going to be testing on site?
Correct.
Okay, so your turnaround time could be much less than 24 hours. Like it could be 3 hours. I mean, like how fast are you going to be?
So I'm giving my turnover to 24 to 48 hours, just depending on the day and the traffic that do come in. But I'm shooting more so for 24 hours to get those results back to the employer. The urgent care facilities that we have now do not really specialize in doing the testing. All they do is they have you come in, you give your urine sample in a cup, and they have you sign paperwork, package it, and then they put it in a FedEx bag or box, and FedEx ships it typically out of state, which is typically mostly in the Virginia area, and then those testing facilities will do the testing. So what I'm doing is getting rid of the middleman so that we can decrease the chances of specimens being lost, which will in turn decrease employers' costs and employees' wait times.
There we go. That is awesome. Awesome. Appreciate it, Ms. Joseph. As a former defense counsel in the Marine Corps, I understand completely the testing problems that happen when you start sending stuff away. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Thank you so much, dear. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, we've got Shannon Kemp is next. Jamila McDonald is on deck, and JD McPeak is in the hole. So, are we ready? Are we ready, Miss McDonald? Oh, I'm sorry, not Miss McDonald, Miss Kemp. Do we have Shannon Kemp?
I don't see Shannon's name.
All right, so
is this person listed as Journey? I don't see Shannon's name.
Okay, so looks like Shannon might not be here today, so we're gonna go ahead. Miss McDonald, Jamila McDonald, you are now up. JD McPeak is on deck, and Shay Mendez is in the hole. All right, so let's see. Do we have Miss McDonald? All right, Journey is Shannon. All right, so
are you going to that person or me?
Oh, wait, hold on one second. Shannon is Journey, so we're going to go ahead to Shannon. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Let's go ahead and make that happen. Shannon, go ahead or Journey or however. And everybody else, make sure you got your name typed in so that we know who you are and that you're here. Shannon, go ahead. Let's unmute yourself and let us see you so you can start. You got to unmute. We can't hear you. All right. Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. So what we're going to do is this. Miss Journey, we're going to go ahead and drop you back. Miss Shannon, or not Shannon, I'm sorry, Miss McDonald, we're going to go ahead and go with you, and then we'll go with Shannon after Miss McDonald. Let's do it that way. That way we can save time and make sure that we're here. So, Miss McDonald, you ready?
Robert, you want me to jump in and start pitching until you get to, oh, there she is. I was about to say, I'm always ready when it's
there we go. It's always go time.
Now she's here so we can keep it rolling.
All right. So Miss McDonald, can you Jamila, there we go. And go ahead and let us see it. There we are. Now we can see you.
Can you see me?
We can see you waving and everything. All right.
Okay, let me know when you're ready.
We ready whenever you start talking.
Okay. Can you guys take a second and think about how often you have felt overwhelmed with work, everyday life, but still have to cook? When was the last time you were able to have a delicious home cooked meal and still relax? Well, my name is Jamila McDonald, and I'd like to introduce you to Mama Mays LLC. Mama Mays will help you with convenient, delicious meals that are reasonable for families on the go. These meals can be purchased, hot, or rewarmed for your convenience. Mama May started off with love and memories for me at a young age cooking with my granny. She showed me how to express love through food. Being raised by her due to absent parents showed me memories that stuck with me forever. With those memories, I was able to recreate and put a twist on all those meals for the new generation. I cook with fresh ingredients every day for my family. Eating one of my meals will sure put a smile on your face. These are memories that I want people to have and be able to create. Studies have shown that $644 are spent every day in an American household, well, approximately a month, eating inside and out. So the benefits of eating at Mama Mays, it provides quick, convenient, delicious, and affordable meals made from scratch for entrepreneurs, families, professionals that are aging in a range of 25 to 40 that would like to purchase meals without breaking the bank. Their salary range anywhere from $25,000 to $40,000 a year. With Mama Mays, you can get a mouth-watering meal at an affordable price. Since March, the beginning of COVID, I serve families that had to balance work, still working from home, but still want to cook a home-cooked meal or have a home-cooked meal. COVID allowed me to start my business with a spare paycheck of $782. Being motivated to serve families, I was able to make sales of $4,331 and a net profit of $3,549. Meals ranging from $12 to $20 and offering family bundles for $50 to $60. That comes approximately about 216 meals of my delicious meals. So 27 meals a month. Individuals are now being homeschool teachers, employees, entrepreneurs, wives, husbands, and parents. Let me be their chef for once. It's time for families to enjoy a delicious home-cooked meal. With your support, I'll be able to invest in my small business that will be prepared for upcoming phases of the pandemic so I can provide a safe, delicious, affordable meals for families that can be able to create those same memories that I had with my grandmother. Thank you guys for your time.
Awesome. Awesome. Now that you got me super hungry, judges, do y'all got any questions for Ms. McDonald?
Donald, I am wondering, how long have you been at this as a business?
I just started my business early this year. So I've been cooking for years and people been telling me like, you should just start your own business. But I was nervous, similar to Spring GR, kept doing it, but then quitting because I was scared. So I just kind of launched in it when COVID happened, just putting it out on Facebook and getting a lot of reviews, a lot of feedback. People started requesting it for me on Instagram, Facebook, and things like that. So I just pushed through with it. Can you hear me? Oh.
Yeah, you're okay. Jamel, did you have a follow-up or?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, are these like, is this like a meal service where you can get them frozen or whatever? Yeah, is this a meal service like that?
So it's in between. So you can get them freshly hot. I do offer pickup. People typically meet me to pick it up or come to my home, but I just recently did an application and got approved for downtown Graphics Market. So that is one transition that I'm going to be working on to make it where it can be prepared to be long-term for 7 days, being able to be refrigerated or things like that.
Great, thank you. I have just a quick question. Your target market makes between $25,000 and $40,000 a year. How do you communicate to that market that they can that this is something they can afford. Usually these like sort of meals are for people who make 100K. So how do you kind of communicate this is actually for you?
Because I'm in that price, I'm in that age bracket. So it's easy for me to go out there. So I put it on Facebook, and I also give people like specials and stuff. So like one thing I was doing was like, you refer someone, you get like a percentage off of yours, or you get like a free side or things like that to keep coming in. But I also do it based upon like, I know what my pockets would be able to afford being a social worker.
Okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.
Awesome. Great job. Great job. I am waiting impatiently now for dinner. So great job, Ms. McDonald. We're going to try
Thank
it
you.
again with Shannon. Let's see if we can get all of the technology to come together all at the same time. So Shannon, if you're ready, you are going to be next. And then we are going to have JD McPeak is on deck. Shay Mendez is in the hole. Let's see. So do we got Shannon?
I'm here.
Uh-oh. We can hear you. We can see you. Awesome. Let's make it happen. Time has started.
I've lost count of how many times I went to get a beauty service and had to wait 15, 30 to 45 minutes. I've lost count of how many times I went to a local beauty supply store and felt uncomfortable while shopping. Good evening. My name is Shannon Kemp, and I am the founder of The Glam Factory. At The Glam Factory, we don't hassle you. We promptly serve you. We are a one-stop shop where we offer beauty services, products, and advice. I have been doing lashes and makeup for about 1.5 years in my spare time, and all things beauty related is my true passion. With the recent increase of police brutality in our nation and uproar over the recent election, being the youngest and only minority, I found myself feeling very uneasy at my 9-to-5. And I made the decision to bring the Glam Factory to life and make it my top priority. And my goal is to make this my primary income. In the last few months, I signed up for Spring GR. I created a logo. I've taken several beauty classes to perfect my craft, and I made my first sale. With my well-rounded corporate background, I can utilize my skills and apply them to my own business. Inventory, human resources, accounting, and vendor relations. Our target customer is women between the ages of 24 and 48, income starting around 30,000, and who love self-care. We currently reach our customers on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, word of mouth, and I'm launching my website the first of the year. I'm currently turning away customers for beauty services because I want to do this the right way. Help me do this the right way and to become fully licensed. With additional funding from Spring GR, I will use it towards tuition. I'm currently enrolled in an esthetician school to expand my knowledge, to provide more services, and most importantly, become fully licensed. I will also use it towards inventory for my product baseline. I sell lashes, makeup, and hair extensions. I made $1,000 in the first 2 weeks of my soft launch in November, and I'm projecting about $4,500 by the end of this year. I plan to officially launch my product baseline the first of the year. Our previous clients can testify that our outstanding customer service and experience is what sets us apart from our competitors. Judges, please send me on so I can bring the Glam Factory to its full potential. Thank you.
Awesome job. Great. Glad that we got over the technical difficulties. Great presentation. Judges, what questions do you have for Ms. Shannon?
I'm wondering, what are those, you mentioned the customer service kind of sets you apart, but can you go a little bit deeper into what gives you specifically that competitive edge over others that are out there? Because I see, even driving down Wealthy and on Commerce, there's a lot of you have a lot of competition out there. And so what would make someone come to you over someone else?
I would say I'm always on time. I'm always there to help with advice for beauty services and products. That's what sets me apart in the experience. Building self-confidence and creating a comfortable and safe place.
All right, thank you.
Shay, can you talk to me a little bit about a lot of the salons and barbershops when we closed down for quarantine, how to kind of really pivot a little bit? What does it look like for you if this is long term? What does it look like for you to sell your products online?
Due to COVID, it did slow me down with doing beauty services, and I think that's why I launched my beauty product-based line. So the beginning of the year, I want to launch my website. Right now, I'm just selling off of Facebook and Snapchat, Instagram.
Great, thank you.
Awesome, great job, great job. So we're gonna keep on moving. Thank you, Miss Shannon. Glad that we finally got it working, and apologize for any of the interruptions before. So we're gonna go ahead and move forward. Next up is JD McPeak. Shay Mendez, you are on deck, and Kelly Meyer, you are in the hole. So JD, we got your slides up. Do we got you on here? There we go. All right. And I can hear you. So you're ready. Whenever you start talking, the time starts going.
Well, my connection seemed like it's breaking up. Is it breaking up?
You're good for right now.
You good for right now? Okay. All right. Here are the facts. As of September 2020, 6.8% of the population have criminal history. That means up to 2 out of 3 of the people.
All right, JD, you are breaking up now. Let's go ahead and hold on, pause for a second. You are breaking up right now. So we're gonna give you an opportunity. We're gonna stop and go to the next person. What I need you to do is get somewhere with a good connection so that we can come back and get your good pitch. All right?
Okay.
All right, good to go. So Shay, are you ready? And then JD, just try to go get somewhere with a good connection. If you're on your phone, one of the things that I know that helps is to go off of Wi-Fi sometimes when the Wi-Fi is too hectic, and the LTE or the 4G will be even better. All right. Do we got Shay Mendez?
Yes. Hi.
All right. How we doing, Miss Mendez?
Good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. So we're gonna go ahead and go to you, show everybody what you got, and then we'll let the judges ask you some questions.
My timer took a second away though.
You good. It doesn't start till you start talking.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hi, my name is Shay Mendez, and I am the owner of the Beat of My Heart Boutique. Have you ever gone into a store looking for a specific item only to get there and they tell you it's out of stock or they need to ship it to you? Finding affordable quality clothing in a variety of different sizes has always been difficult in Grand Rapids. The problem I am solving is that I keep all of my inventory on hand up to a size 3X. My customers appreciate the fact that I offer curbside pickup and or drop off in our local area. Their age ranges from 19 to 45 years of age with an income between $20,000 to $60,000 a year. They enjoy sporting events as well as nights out with their friends. Being comfortable as well as stylish is their goal for the day and evening. My marketing strategy consists of social media such as Facebook and Instagram, word of mouth, as well as email campaigns to our subscribers through our website, as well as me passing out my business cards whenever I can. I started my business from my love of helping people feel good. I have never been the type of person that had to be dressed in pantyhose, heels, clothing that was just basically uncomfortable to be cute. My goal is to provide comfortable, amazing quality clothing that women of everyday life can be confident in as they go about their day. What sets me apart from other boutiques is the fact that I don't just cater to high-end execs or party goers. I cater to the everyday woman, a mom, a student, a waitress, social worker, and or even a teacher. You know, the type of woman that requires functional, comfortable clothing with a little bit of style. I started my business with purchasing my inventory, website, LLC, and business cards out of my savings. We launched our website September 6th of 2020, and we're halfway to our break-even point. If I won the money from this competition, I would invest more into the Beat of My Heart Boutique's marketing, such as revamping my website and having a professional photo shoot to better display my merchandise. I would also purchase more inventory for my plus size customers, as well as save for future purchases. You can go ahead and go to my last slide to show some testimonies from customers that I've helped or that I was able to help. Thank you.
There we go. All right. So great presentation. Thank you. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
judges, let's see what questions you may have. Appreciate you being ready, Shay, to jump up and start earlier than we had told you. That's why we call in the Marine Corps Semper Gumby, always flexible. All right, judges, what questions do y'all have?
So Shay, you're speaking my love language, apparel. That's exactly what we do. So I want you to kind of flesh out for me, how do you hold your inventory? I am sitting in my basement with inventory all around me. I want to know what is your thoughts for holding your inventory, and what is the kind of look or aesthetic of your brand and that kind of specific customer you're attracting?
So let me answer your first question. So my husband can make almost anything. So in our basement, I have my own room to the side, and he has shelves in there, and I have like totes with the clothes in, by pants, shirt, sets, and it's lined up against both walls. So he has that made out just for me and for the inventory. As far as your other question, as far as the attire, it's more business casual. We have some lounge sets, but it's clothes that you can wear to the office. So palazzo pants, skirts, we have some jeans, some jeggings, business attire tops. So it's really comfortable and cute clothing that you can wear out to dinner with your friends, or if you just want to, have a barbecue outside, you can still look cute and stylish.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
And then how many people do you have in your email list? Sorry.
53 so far.
Great.
You can sign up too.
I know how important an email list is, so I will put you on my to-do list.
Okay.
There we go. Awesome. Great job, Shay. Now we're going to grab Mr. JD and see if he was able to get to a spot that will give him a little bit better signal so we can hear his amazing presentation. JD, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, good. So let's see. I think we can talk a little bit real quick just so we make sure we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, how about now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. All right. You got a whole sentence out with no breakup. I think we should be all right.
Okay.
When you start talking, the time starts going. Let's make it happen, brother.
All right. Here are the facts. As of September 2020, 6.8% of the population are unemployed in the city of Grand Rapids. 69.2% of those unemployed have criminal history. That means up to 2 out of 3 of the people who are unemployed due to them having criminal history. StaffAdd Staffing will be the placement center that will connect hardworking men and women returning citizens that are developed through our program with the partners and clients that align themselves with the mission and vision of our firm. I myself, being a returning citizen, know what it is like to be discriminated against due to having criminal history, whether if you have college credentials or not. Our vision is to ultimately gain access to employers who never would hire someone with criminal background issues. Some say it is impossible, but like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson said in the Gridiron Gang, Why not try the impossible because the possible isn't working? Our staffing firm will provide resume building, machinery certifications, safety PPE, literacy testing per job assignment, as well as our 6-month employee retention and development program, ERDP, which entails secondary skills training and organizational behavior that will equip employees with communication, problem solving, and leadership abilities necessary to meet goals and become relevant to a company. My goal is to get the 69.2% cut in half by 2025 and lowered to single digits by 2027. This can be done by contracting with the excelling companies throughout Kent County. Here's how we're finding our clients. How I've been reaching and planning to reach my clientele is by the trade associations of Grand Rapids, LinkedIn, employer email, and the Yellow Pages. We will refuse to work with any client that does not share the same values, missions, and goals as ours. I will use the money offered here at Spring GR to pay for computer technology, liability insurance, and the Aviante software that is needed to complete all staffing duties. Study shows that 45 to 60% of people were unemployed at the time of arrest. Being unemployed and crime seems to have its connections. In our own way, we will be helping to prevent crime and possibly lower the recidivism rate. Let us assist Grand Rapids to be the first in helping to bring a solution to a growing problem by connecting good people with imperfect paths with great companies. Thank you.
Awesome job. We heard everything, so it was good to go. All right, judges, what questions do you got?
Hey JD, thank you for that presentation. My question to you is, how will you go about getting employers who wouldn't normally hire a person with criminal background? How do you get them to, or convince them to actually work with you so that you can get them someone with a criminal background? What does that look like?
I want to first work with people who already have that same mission to work with people who have criminal background issues, develop the credibility by their work ethic at that facility, and then try to lobby with those same people that it's based upon work ethic, not what exactly they have on their background is the issue. And then I have this program which I would want to connect with that same employer to get him to agree that if one of my guys finished the 6 months secondary skills and organizational behavior training, that they will be able to at least have access to attempt a higher position.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, any other questions, judges? All right, great presentation, JD. We got to hear everything, so everything is good. Kelly Meyer, or Mayer, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your last name wrong. You are next, and then so that we know who's on deck and who's in the hole, we got Virginia Moore is on deck, and Miss Alma Obande is in the hole. So again, Kelly Meyer is next. Virginia Moore is on deck, and then Miss Obande is in the hole. All right, I can see you, Kelly. Can I hear you?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can, very good. Now tell me, how do I pronounce your last name so I don't mess it up no more?
It's Meyer, just like the store, but not spelled the same.
Meyer, just like the store. I love it, I love it. All right, Miss Kelly, when you start talking, the timer will start timekeeping, and then we will start rolling.
Okay, and I am gonna say slide, like when I want them to change, just because it's built in.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. All right. Picture this, a beautiful wedding. You've got the cake, the dress, the photos, tons of stress, maybe some tears. But in all seriousness, weddings are stressful. Finding vendors, venues, booking and paying for all of them. And on top of that, you have to pose for pictures and you also have to look perfect all day long. It's really rough. It's in the just under 10 years I've been doing weddings, almost all of my couples have said something like, we're not good in front of a camera, or we have no idea what we're doing in photos. Well, that's where Two Birds Media comes in. My name is Kelly Meyer, and I am the owner and primary creator for Two Birds Media, LLC. I have a degree in film and video from Grand Valley, and I started Two Birds Media as a way to help people capture the most important moments in their lives. And I love it. Slide. At Two Birds Media, we offer so much more than wedding photography and videography. Yes, the images and videos our customers receive are timeless, high quality, and stunning. But beyond that, we deliver an experience that is not offered elsewhere. We are not just photographers or videographers. We have an Emmy-winning video editor on staff. I have personally written customer service training programs for multiple businesses, and we have 3 photographers with over 15 years combined experience in the wedding industry. We are experience makers, we are cheerleaders, and customer service experts, and we will make being in front of a camera the easiest part of a wedding day. Our target customer is women, ages 25 to 35, who are engaged with an income of at least $35,000 per year, living in cities, primarily Grand Rapids, Detroit, and Traverse City. These women are seeking high quality, stress-free services as they are discerning and lead busy lives. Our main offering is a wedding videography and photography package that's combined that begins at $4,500 with options to add on additional services for a fee. Our fixed costs come in at about $3,136 and variable costs for this particular service at $1,110. With this price model, which we just introduced in November, we'll break even within 1 month. Our goal is to book 12 weddings per year at this price. And for 2021, we already have 12 weddings booked at our previous pricing model. So we know for a fact we can make it happen with the right tools. Currently, we utilize Facebook and Instagram, as well as our website to show potential customers what we have to offer. We have a 5-star rating on Facebook and Google, and we're creating an ad series that is going to run into the holidays and into January because that's the most popular time of the year to get engaged. If we win this prize, we'll use it to invest in additional marketing via both social media and through SEO. This is our biggest need. We have an established, well-reviewed product. We know who our customers are. Now we need help getting our name in front of the right clientele. Slide. These marketing investments will help us be fully prepared for new bookings, and with those bookings, the growth of the company. Please take a moment to visit our website and see what we do. You will not be disappointed, and we cannot wait to meet you.
Awesome. Great presentation. Great job. All right. Judges, what questions do you have for Ms. Meyer?
Hit me.
Well, Kelly, I love that you said that you are cheerleaders and customer service experts, because that's exactly what you need when you're horrible in front of the camera. You need someone to give you that boost. So I want to talk a little bit about the boost that you want for your business. Talk to me a little about the SEO that you're thinking would be helpful to you.
So part of what I want to do is not only invest in my own learning about SEO, because I think that will be long-term, like the best solution. But I'd also like to do some initial just investment with like a professional that knows exactly what they're doing, just to kind of give me that jump. So it would probably be initially a consultation with somebody who is an expert in that field. And then from there, over time, I'll invest more in my own education just to kind of prolong that.
Great, thank you.
Hello, Kelly. I am wondering, what is your plan? Maybe you've been doing this already, but what is your plan with everything that's going on with COVID? How is that affecting your business? How are you still going to be cheering and getting people to look good and feel good during this pandemic, especially if things don't get better anytime soon?
Yeah, so the wedding industry has definitely shifted. I found that I actually didn't lose any weddings this year. I was one of the few photographers I know that didn't, so I was really lucky. But what I've been doing is, what I've noticed is that people that are in my customer group, they're going to have a wedding regardless of whether they have 50 people or 500. And with that, they're still going to need a videographer or photographer or both. It's just going to be a different crowd that's there. So my services are going to, you know, maybe just reflect the intimacy of an event like that, more so than, you know, the big event that they might have had otherwise, but we'll still be there for them. And I think that that is something I was surprised about, that, you know, the events are still going on. But yeah, that's generally what I'm experiencing so far.
Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Thank you, judges. Thank you, Kelly. Awesome presentation. And we're going to keep it moving. Next up is going to be Virginia Moore is the next presentation. Alma Obande is on deck, and Shara Ponso is next, is in the hole. So again, that's Miss Virginia Moore now. Alma is on deck, and Shara is in the hole. So let's go ahead. Do we have Virginia? I see your name, but you're on mute, and I don't see your camera. There we go. Now I can hear you and I can see you. Awesome. When you get started talking, we'll get started timing. Let's go.
Okay. If I had to take a guess, I would guess that some of us don't know that 90% of the human brain is developed by the age of 5. GRPS reported that 89% of their kindergartners were not literacy equipped upon starting school. What are we doing to invest in our future leaders? I created the Golden Child Academy not only to educate children, but to support and provide resources to families and communities about the importance of early childhood education. I am Virginia Moore, and I am the proud owner of the Golden Child Academy. As a former preschool teacher, infant toddler teacher with a child development bachelor's degree, I currently work as an academic interventionist at GRPS, and I'm helping children through K-3 read. So how do I promote this important message for early childhood education to send it straight to their door? I created the Brain Box. The Brain Box is an educational box. It's $50. It includes a curriculum that is based around brain development. And on a subscription basis, this box will be launched every 3 to 4 months with a new theme and customized to the child's needs. With a $3,000 investment, I am able to create about 150 boxes with a $4,500 profit. Now, out of all those numbers, my most important number is 150. That means I can possibly get my boxes into the hands of 150 children and support that early childhood education platform. Who are our customers? Our customers are caring adults, educators, parents, anyone who wants to see our children flourish in the future. I did a small survey. 10 out of 15 parents agreed that they would like to know more about how to promote early childhood education in the home. I have learned that word of mouth and social media will be what will drive the Golden Child Academy to the next level. So I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men. Meaning, our children is now. These are our investments if we want to set up a bright future. So please follow us at the Golden Child Academy on Facebook for tips, motivation, and advice on how to promote early childhood education in your home and in your community. Thank you.
Awesome presentation, Ms. Moore. All right, judges, you got it. What questions do we have?
Hey, Virginia, I am wondering if you are connected to any professional organizations out there kind of in this field, and if so, which ones?
Only professional organization I'm connected to at this moment is I'm employed through GRPS. So I work with them at the moment, but other than that, no.
Yeah, that's just, I definitely would want to encourage you to look and think through, get on Instagram or do a search and see what, organizations NACY and all these other organizations out there that you could really tap into, because I can see this thing, blowing up bigger. And obviously the more units you sell, perhaps the less your raw good costs would be to you. And so your profit margins would either grow or you might be able to reduce this subscription box, because I like that thought process of the subscription box.
Thank you.
So I have a question about your competition. It sounds like you customize, so it's a two-part question. Customize to the child, or is my understanding, and then is there anyone else coming up with solutions like you propose?
So during my research, I have saw that plenty of boxes that I have seen like through YouTube and just going to websites, it's just a lot of template type of things. So not really customized to where's the child at, because we all know that children grow at different rates. So a lot of my competition is not customizing and giving that individualized attention to that child.
So you would have an assessment of some kind, or like.
Yes. So in the welcome box, so that first box that you get, you will get a before assessment and after assessment, because we always need to know where's the child at to educate them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Great job. Great questions. Thanks for your presentation, Miss Virginia. And we are going to move on. Good luck in the competition. And next up is Miss Alma Obande, and then Shara Ponso is on deck. Adrian Hauser and Stephen Reynolds, you are in the hole. Let's see. Alma, are you ready?
Can I go?
All right. Yeah, I can see you. You can, and I can hear you. You are good.
Okay, thank you. So imagine the world without women. Now imagine how that world would look and feel. Women naturally bring beauty into the world, yet so many don't feel beautiful. I know this because I was once this woman. And it is by the grace of God that I stand before you today. You see, because for years I struggled with low self-esteem and lack of confidence. And these insecurities led to depression, anxiety, feeling less than, and even attempts to take my own life. Beauty and fashion, however, helped me overcome these insecurities by helping me develop the confidence that I needed to feel good about myself. And now I will help other women do the same. My name is Alma Obande, and I'm the blessed owner of When Alma Good Soul. I learned that 70% of women don't feel beautiful and 96% don't feel confident. It is clear that I wasn't alone in my struggle, and women continue to struggle with these problems today. In my effort to offer a solution to this problem, I will be launching a line of accessories and styling services. These will help women boost their confidence by offering them easy to style looks that will help them look good and feel their best. In 2021, we will launch a collection of earrings that will feature 3 separate lines. These will be our Love Well, Easy Chic, and Bold Beauty lines. I am currently working with an artist in Mexico to source our Love Well line. This line will focus on helping women in various countries earn wages to support their families. Based on our numbers, we will need to sell 145 earrings in a month to break even. This is a breakdown of 6 pairs of earrings a day sold at an average unit price of $15. We are currently building our audience through Facebook and Instagram with plans to direct these customers to our website to purchase products and services. Our website will also include vlog content to keep our customers updated and engaged. So judges, hear my heart and help me by sending me to the graduation pitch competition so that I can win that $3,000 to use towards startup costs of inventory and marketing. Together, we can turn that 96% of women who don't feel confident into 96% that feel empowered. And imagine the world filled with these empowered women. Now that is a beautiful world. Thank you.
Awesome presentation. Thank you, Alma. Judges, what questions do you have for her?
Thanks, Alma, for your presentation. And I love the idea that you're partnering with artists. Talk to me a little bit about what it will look like in those kind of this first year to sell 145 earrings a month. What does that look like as far as like your business and the background?
Okay, so again, initially we are working on our website now. So we are hoping to launch spring of 2021. And as I mentioned earlier, we're currently using Facebook and Instagram to draw that audience, to build that audience, to pull those customers. Once we have product and we launch our website for e-commerce sales, we plan to. First year, I will just be focusing on earrings, and I want to do some marketing, eventually doing some home parties and so that we can build, I can build that customer base. And I'm also going to be offering some styling services that will also help bring customers to the business. And then eventually, in 3 years, I want to do workshops. I want to help bring women together, because that really is the passion behind my business. I love beauty and fashion, but I have a deep love for women, and I want to provide a space to bring women together using beauty and fashion as the vehicle.
Thank you.
And these are some of the earrings that I will be selling, my Lovewell line. So this is the artist in Mexico that I'm working with. I love these.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I think I've seen in some of the comments you got a couple of clients already. A great presentation. All right. Thank you so much. Let's see. Next up is Shara Ponsel, Adrian Hauser, and Stephen Reynolds. You all are on deck. And Aaliyah Walker, you are in the hole. So let's see. Do we got Shara?
Yep.
All right. I can hear you and I can see you.
All righty. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, everybody, for being here. As you see, I'm still in this office. Okay. So, right. Robert, don't say anything. Okay. While attending undergrad and grad school, I was often perplexed that I couldn't find a coffee house that had great aesthetics, had a cool vibe, and that was very intentional about making nerds like me feel comfortable. I pondered on why there were little to no room for people of color and a very minuscule amount of women of color who occupied these spaces. I understood that kids can't become what they don't see. I wanted to be the change agent, mixing my love of coffee and my gift of hospitality to create such an oasis. My name is Shara Ponsel, and I am the creator of Rhythm and Beans Cafe. Think about the last time you sat in a comfortable space and listened to the complex tunes of Miles Davis, the rawness of Nina Simone, the philosophy of Nas, or the musicianship of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Rhythm and Beans Cafe offers the comfortability, creating a home away from home atmosphere, all while paying homage to Black culture and music artists. With drinks like Nasir Jones, Billie Holiday, Coltrane, and Jackson 5, you'll always see the importance of Black creative. To serve the 36.1% of educated professionals in the greater Grand Rapids area, it was an opportunity zone for Rhythm and Beans. Rhythm and Beans' customer profile includes women between the ages of 22 to 45 with income levels between $25,000 to $100,000. Our overarching theme from the customer profiles were they all wanted a great tasting cup of coffee, which is their pick-me-up. And while they don't have a lot of time to make coffee in the morning, they look for a comfortable space that has, that vibe. Our market strategy includes the marketing mixes commingled with all social media platforms, word of mouth, pop-up shops, campaigns, collecting emails, and collaborating with local external stakeholders. Rhythm and Beans competitors in this saturated ecosystem, both direct and indirect, are the usual suspects. Starbucks, which Magic Johnson slightly altered the traditional pastry menu and the music to fit their urban clientele, Big B Madcap, Ferris Coffee, Mocha Loca, Sparrows, and the list continues. The price range of Rhythm and Beans ranges from $1.99 to $5.99, with each cup costing approximately $1.46 to make. Rhythm and Beans startup cost is approximately $80,000, which includes brick and mortar sit-down location, tables, chairs, equipment, paper products, and all essentials needed to produce that one euphoric cup. If awarded the prize money, it would allow me to purchase a high-power espresso machine and personalized cups. Although we are in our infancy stages, will you contribute to the startup cost of Rhythm and Beans? Thank you so much for listening to my pitch.
Awesome pitch. Great job. I don't even drink coffee, but I'm gonna definitely hang out over there because I can get me some tea, right? All right. Judges, what questions do you got?
I love that it's an oasis for nerds. I'm in.
That's awesome.
I love that. Oh, I don't have a question. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
I am wondering where would you get your beans from? Where would you be sourcing your beans, whether they're roasted or raw?
So I'm actually in the process of working with somebody to roast beans, but what I'm looking for is a local vendor to collaborate with. I would like a minority vendor, to be honest with you, so that I can purchase for them, and it's all in all, we all are winning. Does that answer your question, Jamil?
Yep.
Okay.
I love this idea because I just had a conversation with another business owner the other day, and we said, we want to meet. Where can we meet? Where we would feel comfortable. Talk to me a little bit about what it would look like for professionals to be having, hey, let's meet up and have a conversation with everything going on around, like with Soul Train behind me. How can you kind of foster that environment?
Okay, so it's just like any traditional coffee shop, but you'll have the vibe means there'll be music, not at a loud, extraordinary point. It's just like another coffee shop where to be functional, you can create your meetings, but you would be surrounded by Black artists, Black books. So just kind of creating that vibe. Yes, it may seem like a lot, but if the aesthetics are done right, then you can create that oasis.
Great, thank you.
Awesome.
Let me, I would like to encourage you to pick up the book called Grind, Grind, by Michael McFall. He is the co-CEO of Big B Coffee. And I have a personal relationship with both CEOs and founders. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be meeting with Bob Fish on Friday for a walking meeting of social distancing and masks, of course.
Good to go. Good to go. I love it.
Thank you, Jamil.
Awesome
and I'll
job,
reach out to you too, Jamil.
Awesome job. Awesome job. All right. Adrian Hauser, Stephen Reynolds, you all are next. Aaliyah Walker, you're on deck. And Kimberly Williams, you are in the hole. So let's go ahead and keep it moving. Great job. And let's see, who do we got? I see Stephen Reynolds.
Hello.
All right. And all right. So we're going to be presenting one person or?
Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the pitch, but we are both going to field questions.
All right, perfect. I like it. So you got the floor. Once you start talking, we start timing.
All right. So we all know how it feels to lack the supports and resources to improve our station, myself included. So with all of you, I can empathize. But for creatives, I can do more than empathize. I can help. My name is Stephen Reynolds, and I'm the business manager and co-founder of Art Exchange Grand Rapids. Art Exchange is an artist resource company that specializes in helping local emerging artists of color ages 18 and up build and manage their art career. Art Exchange has helped local artists sell more than 30 original paintings and more than 50 art prints. We have successfully grown a base of more than 30 art collectors. We own and operate an online gallery. We've established exhibitions, partnered with art-friendly organizations such as Muse Grand Rapids, and we've exhibited in community events like the Juneteenth celebration. We averaged 3 events per year since 2017, and we have 2 lined up for the first quarter of 2021. One of them being a citywide paint by number project done in collaboration with Downtown Grand Rapids Incorporated. So think about the things I just mentioned: digital capacity, exhibitions, an active collector base, corporate partnerships, and community engagement. These components are the foundation of a successful art career. The problem is, it's difficult for emergent artists to build these components because they require more than creativity. They require left brain solutions that really any creative would struggle to execute. But for Black artists in particular, it's more difficult. So of the 30 most influential artists in the world today, 1 is African-American. Of the 20 top-selling visual artists in the US, only 1 is Black. In the decade-long history of Art Prize, no Black artist has ever won the top prize. So the solutions that Art Exchange offers, unlike traditional galleries, includes leveraging our digital platforms, our collector base, our community relationships, and all of our partnerships to support our artists. The benefit is access to an established support and resource system, and that's huge. One artist that we currently work with net more than $3,000 in the past 12 months alone. Our artists currently retain 70% of all sales of original art, while Art Exchange receives 30% commission. Our average variable cost for each sale is $205. Our fixed monthly cost is $296.12. So to break even, we have to sell 4 original paintings each month. We're projecting 38 original sales in 2021, which is 3 per month. Now, I know that's not enough to break even, but we are super close. So I said that I can help, but judges, so can you. If we win, Art Exchange will hire a social media expert to extend our digital reach. We will fund additional art exhibitions for 2021, and we will pay for ads targeting local Black artists to let them know that help has arrived. Thank you.
Awesome job. Awesome job. Thank you for your presentation and for the work that you're doing. Judges, what you got?
Hey, I am wondering how are you getting to artists? How are people finding out about you?
Sorry. Currently, we're reaching out through digital platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and things of that nature, and leveraging our relationships with community members who are also in the creative field as well to reach those emerging artists.
Are any of the artists that you're currently working with, are they doing this full time, or are most of these artists waiting yet to do this full time?
We have, over the past 3 years, worked with a variety of artists. Most of them have done it in a part-time capacity. And that's part of the passion behind the project, is being able to help artists leverage that gift for income.
So can you just flesh it out for me? Like, what if an artist approached you and said, hey, I've been doing this, but now I want to do this full time forever. What does it look like for you to walk and provide them that support? What are the tangibles or the services?
Right. Right now, we have a digital platform where we are actively promoting their art in a variety of capacities, the original artwork, the print sales. We are working to expand our financing options so that we can, in addition to growing that, the artist base, is to grow a collector base. So emerging collectors as well, who may not feel that they know enough to buy original art, but to educate and promote that. So
Awesome. Awesome. So you connecting both sides of it. I love it. I love it.
Right. And
Great
so,
job.
yeah.
All right. We are at time. So you all did a great job. Thank you so much, Stephen and Adriana. And good luck to you in the competition. All right. So let's see. We've got Aaliyah, and then Kimberly Williams is on deck. Jessica Yunt is in the hole. So again, Aaliyah Walker, you are up now. Are you here, Miss Aaliyah? Uh-oh. There we go. I think I see you. And we just need to get you. There we go. I can hear you. I can't see your face.
Oh, you can't see me? Oh.
No.
Sorry.
No problem.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now I can see you and hear you. All right. We can start whenever you start talking.
Okay, give me 1 second. Can you still see me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why is it so difficult to implement and sustain the habits we need to be happy and healthy? Unfortunately, if you were raised like me, you were never taught how to successfully acquire positive habits. Hi, everyone. My name is Aaliyah Walker, owner of Tackle Habits Coaching. When I was 23 years old, I had gained over 60 pounds because I had developed unhealthy habits while facing many of life's stressors. I was tired of being sick and tired, and I finally got to work. At the age of 24, I started my weight loss journey. Along the journey, I met personal development. Without personal development, I would have never learned the power of habits. I learned over time It takes 15 days to break a habit, 21 days to create it, and what is not always stated, it takes 30 days to master it. That's where Tackle Habits coaching comes in handy. I will help the customer discover their unhealthy eating habits and coach them through creating new healthy ones. Sorry. My marketing plan is posting daily on my social media and running ads at the peak times that my customers are online. I also created a blog to be able to connect and build a community with other individuals that are on the same journey. The structure, my target customer is 25 to 45-year-old females that are looking for a change in their lifestyle. The structure is simple, a 30-day program set up to fit their unique goal. There will be 4 one-hour sessions. 4 one-hour sessions that the customer would schedule with me through the month in order to keep them accountable. With the research and customer conversations, I am separate from my competition because they only focus on tips of weight loss, but does not offer accountability system. The prize money will help me with the startup cost and with the process of adding progress journals for my customers. I will need to meet 40 people per month with charging them $250 per subscription in order to break even in my first 2 months of business. So I ask, aren't you tired of the same old unhealthy habits? Tackle Habits Coaching created a system that helps you create and master new ones so that you will have a successful transition into a healthy lifestyle. Visit my Facebook business page at Tackle Habits Coaching or my future website, tacklehabitscoaching.com. Thank you.
Awesome job. Great presentation. All right. Judges, what questions do you have?
Aaliyah, I want to say that you did wonderful. Okay, you're great. My question, I heard this progress journal, and my question to you, is this a proprietary journal? Is this something that you have created or that you're going to create, or are you purchasing this to then sell to your customer?
I am going to create the progress journals. It will be affirmation. It will be an affirmation journal to help the customer through the journey mentally.
Right. Good. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Aaliyah, can you just walk me through what it would look like in your 1-hour coaching sessions, providing accountability? What's kind of your vibe? Are you like more counseling angle to it or more science angle to it or experience?
It's more of an experience thing. So it will be basically just talking them through understanding what it is that they want for themselves. If they're feeling down, like during the times that we're not with each other, and I will ask them to bring that to me in the sessions. What is it that we can work through together to help you to get to this goal that you're looking for?
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Could you tell me a little bit about your education experience, kind of as it applies to this particular area?
Well, I've been doing health coaching for about a year now through another company, and I wanted to be able to implement something for myself. I do not have educational experience. I've been doing this just by experience and what I've been reading in books and what I've been doing with learning from other health coaches.
All right, that's good. Personal experience. Like it.
Awesome job. Thank you, Miss Aaliyah. Great presentation. Great job with the questions. All right, we're going to move on to Miss Kimberly Williams. Jessica Yount, you are on deck, and coming in the final slot is Miss Shareem Satterfield. So everybody be ready. Miss Williams, are you on deck? Have we gotten you into the area? All right, there we go. I can see you. I can hear you. Life is good. We ready to start?
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All righty. Well, Grand Rapids is known as Beer City, but beer is not the only beverage brewing around here. We have a wide range of coffee shops, from neighborhood cafes to large roasters with something for every taste and preference. Whether you take your coffee black, with cream, or a half-calf soy latte, no foam, extra shot. Our homegrown coffee scene is already free. And I present to you the Coffee Lovers Tour. This concept came about after thoughts of owning a brick and mortar coffee shop revealed more risks than my risk aversion personality could bear. Thus, instead of abandoning my business, I pivoted and decided to test the idea while still focusing on coffee and fellowship. People are often looking for ways to meet new people and to engage. And whether it's the tourist in town, the transplant that is new to the area, or the local residents, there are always something new to do. So in all instances, each person wants to connect with others with like interests, but it can be hard to find a place to make that connection. Thus, I invite you to join the Coffee Lovers Tour, which will introduce and guide visitors, transplants, and residents through the city's unique and warm coffee shops, where guests can indulge in organic, fair trade, and local brews with a delicious pastry pairing. The tour guests will experience a comfortable, welcoming atmosphere with a warm mood-enhancing beverage. The potential tour guests will visit the tour's webpage to pay for tickets for $60 at a 2.5-hour tour. The car service and coffee will be paid for from the ticket sales the day of the tour. The tour will offer seating for 30 guests per day with start times at 9 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Since Grand Rapids is a place where the weather is cool 9 months out of the year, it is clear why coffee shops are hot spots. Currently, I have no direct competitors. While there are other places to get coffee, from McDonald's to Starbucks, there are no other coffee shop tours in Grand Rapids. My target customer is a professional woman, ages 30 through 50, with an annual income of at least $40,000. I plan to advertise on social media and with business organizations like Experience GR, Grab, and Grand Rapids Chamber of Commerce. I will break even with the booking of 4 tours per day, or 32 in a month. The winnings will allow me to develop the webpage, the logo, join business organizations, and begin advertising. So who wants to ditch the cup of joe and allow Coffee Lovers Tour to be your coffee concierge to cool vibes and tasty drinks? Thank you.
Awesome presentation. Good, nice. Taking folks all around the city. I like it. Judges, what are y'all thinking?
Really, I guess I'll start. I love your idea. I love a good tour. I love, like, take me and feed me and like cart me around. I'm there. Can you talk to me about what's the competition outside of like the industry that might keep people from participating in a tour, like on a Saturday or Sunday at 9 and 11?
Well, I guess I'm not sure I understand your question.
So there aren't any other tours like yours in town.
Correct.
But what other activities would maybe keep people from signing up for a tour?
Well, I think it's a personal choice. So if there is a hockey game going on in the morning, someone may not attend, but they may be able to or think about joining the 9 o'clock versus the 11:30 tour. So it really is a personal choice as to what would prevent people from participating, I guess. We can all come up with something to do on a Saturday morning, even if it's just sleeping in.
Yeah, great, thank you.
Kimberly, I like the idea as well. And again, I have partnerships with a few coffee shop founders and owners here in town. My question to you is, can you tell me again, ideally, what would one get for $60? What's all included again? I know you mentioned a 2-hour tour, but how many shops are you visiting, or how many pairings, or what am I getting for my $60?
Okay, so we will have pickup locations throughout the city, and they you can be picked up. We will take you to 3 different coffee shops where we are planning to have a flight of beverages with a pastry pairing at each location.
All right, thank you.
All right, awesome, awesome. Great job, Ms. Williams. Appreciate it. All right, Jessica, you're up next, and Shireen, you are on deck. Let's let the technology do what it do and see if we got Ms. Jessica in here yet. There we go. Now we got to get you unmuted and on camera.
Can you hear me?
There we go. All right. We can hear you and we can see the top of your head. Pull your camera down just a little bit.
Okay, can you see me now?
There we go. Now we can see you. All right. When you start talking, the timer starts timing.
Okay. 80% of people take care of their skin incorrectly in their daily routine, many of which think they suffer from acne or other skin ailments when in reality, their skin's barrier is damaged. Recognizing barrier damage is the key to skin correction. Hello, my name is Jessica Yant, owner of J High Skincare and Aesthetics. Right after graduating from Aveda with my aesthetics license, I worked in a franchise-style day spa, and I quickly observed and learned individual customized attention with the clients lacked heavily within the business. I have been told and also witnessed people will spend a good amount of money on services seeking results and improvements with their skin, only to feel that the outcome they were hoping for is unachievable at home because they were never properly instructed on the hows and whys of healthy skin. There is a huge information gap between people, their treatments, and what it means to have and maintain healthy skin. Here at J High Skincare, the foundation of the skin wellness experience is based on the respect for the uniqueness of each individual in their skin type. J High Skincare is a place where beauty, comfort, and knowledge fuse together to create our signature skin wellness experience. The signature skin wellness experience is created by the fusion of ancient and modern skincare techniques and remedies. J High Skincare offers premium skin rejuvenation services where barrier repair is the focus. I create individualized handcrafted facial protocols for each client. Each client receives a custom created take-home face fusion procedure and product outline card, and each service includes a complimentary skin consultation, skin analysis, and 7-day post-op text. J High Skincare redefines skincare where skin is the focus and results are the outcome. My clients leave feeling like their equilibrium has been restored and their confidence is shining through. J High Skincare's target customers are women between the ages of 21 and 55 who make $65K plus a year, who enjoy an active, healthy lifestyle, a professional and or mom seeking skin correction in a non-ablative and non-surgical way. I filed my business paperwork and began performing services in a remodeled basement room in my condo in September of 2019. In March 1st, 2020, weeks before the first COVID shutdown, I moved into an official business suite. I was grateful to have increased my client base and increased my sales solely off traditional word of mouth, all of which allowed for the business transition. My current marketing platforms include Facebook and Instagram, and I have also held a successful teen acne awareness clinic, and I hope to plan for more in 2021. On June 15th, when the shutdown ban was lifted, J High Skincare hit the ground running. Since then, I have increased my base facial pricing, which has increased my profit margin, and I have increased my client base by 60%. New services and add-ons such as chemical peels and dermaplaning will bring me to my break-even point in 6 months or less. Winning the Spring GR competition would allow me to purchase an Oxygeneo facial dome that would place me above my competition. Currently, only one of my competitors offer this type of service, so with offering an oxygenized facial, I would be that much more ahead and I would reach my break-even point sooner. I have studied my competitors thoroughly to realize they fall short in creating.
That's time.
Okay.
All right, that's time. There we go. So judges, you have a great presentation. I'm loving the oxygenated dome. Judges, what questions do you have?
Hey, Jessica, I am wondering, are you providing the education and service, or are you also, in addition to, making your own skincare products?
I am currently not making my own skincare products. I'm looking at more from an education-based kind of standpoint. So I kind of relate that with my customers who are looking, or clients who are looking for, you know, corrective skincare problems and issues. And I kind of do like a one-on-one guided path with them, like a long-term plan on how we can manage it for the long term, as well as doing like sun awareness clinics for teens who are like obsessed with sun tanning and the damage that it causes later in life, and how teens handle, you know, dealing with acne and their confidence. And more from the education side is what I'm looking for. The product line is like a 5-year long-term goal of mine. I would actually like an aesthetics truck. A mobile facial truck is my long-term goal.
Thank you.
Any other questions, judges?
I love just your plan here of how when a customer leaves, they get I think it was in the last slide, that they get that plan and then the 7-day follow-up. I think that really speaks to customer service. What are your ways of kind of maintaining clients? I'm assuming you don't need repeat service, or what does that service look like? Is that a once a month sort of thing?
Yeah, so it's recommended that you get a regular base facial once a month. If you're looking for some more corrective action, like if you have acne and we're trying to correct that, it's going to be bi-weekly for the first 3 months. And then after that, we go to a monthly plan. So I'm looking at hopefully maybe creating some sort of type of like facial membership here in the future, as well as I just kind of logged on to MailChimp and trying to create like an email marketing campaign. With the COVID shutdown, it's kind of forcing me to reach out to try to find different revenue streams and learn new things outside of my comfort zone.
There we go. There we go. Great presentation, great questions. And yeah, COVID is making us all re-envision the world in a different way. So everybody has done a phenomenal job. We have one more presentation, and then just so that you all know, after we get finished with this presentation, the judges are going to go and deliberate. We're going to stay in this space, and Tiara's going to do some interesting technological wizardry, and then we're going to come back and the judges are going to give their verdict. So Miss Shireen Satterfield, you are up. Let's see if we have got you in the space, in the place to be. There we go. Satterfield Coaching and Consulting. I can see it. And can I hear you? Are you off of mute?
Testing. Can you hear me?
There we go. I can hear you. You've got the floor. The clock starts when you start.
Well, all right. Hey, do you remember the first time you ever learned to play poker? Any kind of card game, could have been bid whist or dominoes. Anyway, my point is, do you remember that feeling that you knew the rules of the game, but you really didn't know how to win yet? Like everybody else at the table had the strategy for how to get ahead, but you hadn't figured out that part yet. Well, that's what a lot of 30 to 50-year-old underrepresented middle managers feel like in their corporate jobs. They want to get ahead and they're ready for that next step in leadership, but without proper understanding of how to build opportunities and connections, they just don't know how to win. Well, I'm Shireen Satterfield with Satterfield Coaching and Consulting. With over 20 years of experience in corporate development and training, I am uniquely qualified to help provide middle managers with that knowledge that they need to win at work. At Satterfield Coaching and Consulting, I help people turn their corporate agitation into leadership innovation by providing them with the knowledge to improve their managerial performance and the strategies that they need to really get in there and help them to get the recognition and the results that they need to win at work. My customers are ambitious managers making between $50,000 to $100,000 a year that are looking to transition into more lucrative leadership positions. They're tired of the boring and generic training that is typically provided to the middle management level. And what they want is some stimulating real-world training that they can take live or online. In addition to the training, they want strategies that are going to help them to apply that knowledge effectively. The strategies that are going to help them and their teams to win at work. Other organizations go out and they teach people how to motivate their team. I've got a course on how to bulletproof your team so that when other teams get cut, your team gets kept, because that's what winning looks like in today's job market. Now, all of the training that I currently provide is done virtually, so I've got little to no overhead. I'm able to create all of my training with standard Microsoft products, and my job aids are all provided electronically as well. With just a little additional funding, I can enhance my current marketing presence on platforms like YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. I can also travel to participate in the speaking engagements at the professional organizations I work with to help generate additional interest in my services. And I can purchase the software that I need to create the standalone online courses that many of my customers prefer so that they can learn how to win on their own time and in their own place. You can register for my classes through Kalamazoo Valley Community College or visit my website at Satterfield Coaching and SatterfieldConsulting.com, where you can subscribe to my blog, sign up for a free consultation session, or register for my classes. So let me put you on the path to winning today. Thank you.
Great job. Great presentation. Came in under time. So let's go ahead and judges, what questions do you have? What things do you want to learn about?
I'd like to say I wish I'd known you when I was starting out. So you say that you have virtually no costs, everything is virtual, and yet you want to buy some software. It's like I'm a little bit unsure of what your business, how you'll make money and.
Oh, sure, absolutely. So when I say I have little to no overhead cost, I mean I don't have to produce anything physically currently because I'm providing my training online. So currently I'm doing my training via Zoom. I've got relationships with Kalamazoo Valley College. That's how I've been funneling some of my business contracts through. They connect with local businesses that already have grants for business training. My classes qualify for those grants, so they funnel it, and then I provide the training via Zoom sessions. With the money for online courses, I can then provide standalone courses that people can register for and then take online courses if they don't want to take my live virtual sessions.
Okay. So you've actually enhanced, the question I had was, how do you get to your customers now? And, how are you? And so you've got a connection.
Yes.
And you're being fed customers and they already have the money to pay you.
Absolutely. I have a connection through Kalamazoo Valley College. They connect me with their current customer base. They have businesses that they work with. Additionally, they've got grants that they go out for so that these grants will pay to train people in these companies. My courses, they talk to me, I make sure that my courses qualify for those grants. So then companies are funneling their employees to me. So I've already got courses lined up for next year. The companies, they give me the topics, they let me know what additional things they want taught. The grants pay for the topics that I provide, and then we go ahead and conduct the training.
And this is your full-time business?
No, it is not. It's actually my side business. I'm fully employed currently. So
what
I do
would it
this
take to
in the
get
evenings.
to your full-time business? Is that your goal? Or
yes, eventually eventually that would be my goal. Yes, so in about 2 or 3 years, that would be my plan.
All right, and that is a great stopping point right there. With the vision, the future in mind. Great job, everybody. You all have done a phenomenal job. I'm so proud of everybody that came today and presented. I know there was a lot of nerves. There was a lot of heavy breathing and anxiety and all the rest of that we couldn't see when y'all was off camera, but y'all came on camera. Y'all rocked it. Y'all did an amazing job. We're going to go ahead and let the judges get to doing what they do, tallying up their points and figuring out how they're going to decide. And then they're going to come back in about 20 minutes and they're going to let us know who the two are that are moving on to the competition for the final pitch competition. But I want all of you all to know that I think you did an amazing job. You should be proud of yourselves. And remember that this continues, whether you are one of the winners or not one of the winners, you are going to be pitching your business over and over and over again. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So use this as practice and give yourselves a hearty round of applause. You did a phenomenal job.
I am just going to say one thing. Judges, you have been sent a link and you can go into a separate room. If you want to log off, there will be a Zoom link that you guys can go to and discuss the top two. So check your emails. I think that would have been sent to you either from Spring GR or Tierra. And let me know if you did not get that link. You are going to back out of this one and go into a separate, we can't do breakout rooms, webinar style. So we have put you in a separate room so the three of you can discuss the winners. So let me know. I hope you are popping off.
Arlene sent it out to them.
Arlene sent it out to you. We have
there you go.
One more. Awesome.
All right. Alicia's gone. All right. So for all the rest of y'all can hang out here. The chat is amazing. So make sure y'all go ahead and do that. And then talk to each other, swap information, because I know that some of y'all was like, ooh, I want to go to your business and I want to do yours and all the rest of that. Go ahead and make that happen. All right.
And we can stay on and chat a little bit with you all as well. We have had some growth. It was very nice. I see some of our coaches here online. I see Chris. How are you tonight, Chris? You have to be super duper proud. I know Mathis was on here somewhere. He always trying to have this year, y'all, he didn't get to pace in the back of the room, back and forth and back and forth. He had to be online watching. And we, of course, have Robert here. One of our coaches.
Still been pacing back and forth. I was doing a little of that.
Just in his house. Awesome. We are very fortunate to have top-notch coaches with us, and you guys have been Really, really, really fortunate to have some of the best coaches in GR helping you grow your business. Remember, this commitment does not end here. Win or lose, you heard judges' comments. They were impressed with your business. They asked phenomenal questions. So you will continue to grow. So even after it is announced, no worries. There is more yet to come for every single one of you. So your coaches are proud. I'll let Chris say a couple of words. And then I don't know if Mathis is still on here. I heard him earlier. But Chris, why don't you give us a couple of words or things that you kind of observed during the pitches tonight?
Well, first of all, I just want to congratulate everyone. I know from talking with my students one-on-one and for doing this for the last several years, how nerve-wracking this is and how relieved everybody feels to get it over and done with. So first, congratulations to all of you. You did it. Next time, it'll be easier. And I am saying next time because, yes, there will be a next time. Don't forget, we live in a community that is very, very pro-entrepreneur. We've got organizations like Grow and Start Garden and Michigan Women Forward that also all do pitch competitions. So this was just a great launching pad for you to get one under your belt. And I would encourage all of you to look at what other opportunities there are out there for those kinds of competitions and to get involved. Put that on one of your to-do items. That 30, 60, 90-day plan for 2021. And then I also just want to say, because I know from experience that only 2 people are going to be chosen to move on to the graduation pitch. And even though you're telling yourself right now, oh, that really didn't matter. Yes, it does. We know it does. But you have to remember all of the knowledge that you have gained as a result of your participation in Spring GR. No matter what happens tonight, that cannot be taken away from you. And that is truly the real winning from your participation. You guys have what it takes now to put the foundation underneath these businesses. And then you've got all of this ongoing support that's going to come around. In the long run, each and every one of you will make more than the $3 grand top prize if you keep working your businesses.
Awesome. Thanks so much. And Chris is 100% right. So proud of you all. I see Chris Mathis. I had to push over my screen, you all. I had to go to the second screen and I see Chris Mathis on here. Chris, if you are there, if you want to say a couple words or if you're just going to stay nervous in the background, that's fine too. You are more than welcome to say a couple words. I see that picture of him, but maybe he's not there. I'm going to come back to Chris. But I just saw 2 of my favorite people pop online, Tia and Jalen. How are you guys tonight? I know you guys got to be audience members. Robert and I got to be up front, close and personal, but I know you guys were there in the audience. Tia, how are you? I know they hear me, y'all. Now, y'all gonna have to mop.
Yeah, she there. She was talking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Oh, I am just super duper proud of each and every one of you. I've been over here cheerleading, doing happy dances, and kudos to all of you. So congratulations, you guys did phenomenal tonight.
Awesome, thanks, Tia. Jalen, are you still on here? I know I saw your name pop in as well.
I am. I'm right here.
Oh, hi, Jalen.
Hey. I'm kind of like Tia. However, I wasn't dancing for y'all. I was more sort of smiling in the background for everybody.
Jalen too cool for all that.
No, but I'm super proud and super excited, honestly, to just to be able to hear all of the pitches and seeing everybody from the orientation all the way until now, just the growth. I know some of the nerves that you guys had and that you talked about, and even some of those fears that you talked about in the beginning. Just think about it. You actually overcame a lot of that, if not all of it, just simply by pitching your business, right? So that's one of the biggest things that we have to understand, and that we have greater confidence than what you give yourselves. And so I'm super proud of you all. I'm glad I'm not a judge. I'll just continue facilitating and relaying all that information to you. Because if I was a judge, I'd probably have to hide out in my house for another month. because I don't want y'all to see me. So
I know exactly how you feel. I was sitting here the whole time like, man, that was a good pitch. Man, that was another good pitch. Man, that was another good one. So y'all did a really, 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 really great job. I'm proud of all the work that y'all have done. Some have 30 y'all, probably 2/3 of y'all, I don't know. But I know what the grind is for those out there that are my students and my mentees. And so I know how that is just hectic. You're trying to figure out how to say everything that you want to say in just 3 minutes because you got all of these words and you got a little bit of time to say it. But y'all did a phenomenal job. I was really proud of you all. You stepped up, you made it happen. So make sure that you pat yourself on the back, look in the mirror and say you did it, because that is something that not many people do. There's a lot of people that bow out and can't handle it, and you all made it happen. So I'm proud of everybody here tonight. Y'all did a great job.
I want to, Jalen, you had more?
There's just a little bit. I was actually going to highlight and encourage you guys from a different perspective as to what Chris was saying earlier, that even though if you're not chosen tonight, don't beat yourself up about it. And I will say from experience that the connections and the resources that Spring GR has to offer is much more greater than a one-time winning or earning of $1,000, $2,000, or $3,000. And I'll say that from personal experience. I was blessed to have won the $1,000, but from what they've been able to provide me with has been far beyond just that one time great feeling. It's a great feeling and great accomplishment, don't get me wrong, but just know that those connections, those other businesses, companies, mentors, and professionals that your businesses can pretty much help and connect to, it's so much greater, so much greater. I can give some examples, but I'll let other people do that. And so Brooke, I'm not going to take over your session because this is you and Robert. So
no worries. I do want to point out, I want everybody to go to the chat. There's some great feedback coming through about the different pitches. So make sure you take the opportunity to read through. I think Kelly Shea is looking to book some of your services. She said she'll be getting in contact with you. So I'm excited about that and the beat of my heart. We have some marketing on here. Alma, I wish I would have talked to you before. Maybe I could have had some earrings on. Girl, I told you this plain look is not working for the camera. So we will be doing something before graduation. Jalen, I'm going to tell you right now, Alma's going to have me on point. Jalen and I have the privilege of emceeing graduation together. And so, I got to do something different to keep up with Jalen. So yes, this is just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity from you all. I always say, and I know Jalen has been there and TM Robert, that first pitch, once you get it under your belt, it is sky's the limit. And that's really what this was. Now you know that you can do it. Now you know that you've seen how it works. It's not an intimidating process. You all answer questions wonderfully. I was so glad to see your personalities come out. Tia and me had a little debate today about virtual versus in person. She wanted y'all babies to be in person so y'all can just really throw it down. She wanted y'all to have the cupcakes out and the food and the pictures and the models, because that's the way that we're used to doing things. But I will tell you, everybody showed up and showed out, even in this matter. And this is tough, to be engaging online and nervous, talking about your heart and soul, waiting and anticipating questions, and you don't know from the judges, but you all really did do a phenomenal job. I also want to say, take the judges' contact information. If they put it in there and they gave you nuggets saying, I know a coffee owner, or I know this person, or yes, my business does, that is something that you guys can utilize. They would not tell you that if they did not want you to know. So make sure you do those follow-up emails. Make sure that you are contacting people. Yes, we will be grinding. There was a book that was recommended tonight. Take that book, read that book. Do some of those things to help enhance yourself and grow your business. I know we are anxiously waiting. We gave the judges about 20 minutes, but I'll be honest, they might be taking a while because you all were just that good trying to decide what is next. I know in the earlier classes, I'm sure they went through some of the same things. So the anticipation is just there. But as facilitators and as coaches, we were super duper proud of you. I was like Tia, I was nervously cleaning, folding, doing some things because I had to be busy while you guys were pitching, because we have butterflies just like you guys have butterflies. We are so proud of the growth that you have made from start to finish. So does any participants want to make some comments while we wait? And I'm going to have to scroll two screens. So if somebody sees a hand, if one of the facilitators or coaches see a hand, let me know. And if I don't get anybody, y'all know how I do. If you're not in my class, some of the people who had me know I'm just going to start calling people.
Sure. Shireen Satterfield has her hand raised.
Okay. Why don't we go?
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you. This has been such a fantastic experience. I didn't know what to expect when I started with Spring GR. I kind of thought I knew something. I have my master's degree in business, and was like, I got the fundamentals down. And then I got into this program, and I realized, oh, you don't have the faintest idea what you're doing. Entrepreneurship is a whole different world, and I have learned so much. So I just wanted to send a great big thank you to the program itself. Thank you to my coach, Robert. He helped me a whole lot. But thank you to everybody, to Jalen and everyone that participated, because I really learned a lot, and I feel a lot better prepared to start that next phase of my life thanks to this program.
Awesome. I appreciate it. I see Atai has popped in, and I didn't know if Atai was popping in just because he wanted to see us or he wanted to give some words of wisdom. No words of wisdom? What? None, Atai? Okay, I'm going to keep moving on to participants. I'm going to take that. Thank you so much for your feedback. Why don't we, is there anybody else? Chris, do you guys see anybody else that wants to give a little bit of feedback? I am scrolling through.
I'm not seeing anybody on my end.
So why don't I start to talk a little bit about, or start to call some people and maybe talk a little bit about their experiences through this program, some ups and maybe some downs. We can start to do some highs and lows until the that is one of my favorite things to do, are highs and lows through this. And so I am going to start by picking Jermaine. How about you?
That's so crazy. I was actually going to say do Jermaine first.
We are so connected. Jermaine, now you have to go. What was a high for you, and then what was a low?
I think the high was just able to just go to class and absorb so much knowledge from the coaches, the facilitators, the guest speakers that were brought in, to get so much knowledge and their experience coming through Spring GR, and just from previous businesses that they've done. For me, it was great. I'm very blessed and thankful to be a part of it. To come through this journey with my own business now, and I can't. That's the least I can say.
Awesome. Did you have a low throughout all of this?
I think the lows were just time management things for me. With family and business and class and work. But it all worked out.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Jermaine. I really appreciate that.
Yep. And Tierra just gave him a shout out in the comments saying that she had her lawn serviced, and now she's a huge fan and continuous customer now. So there you go. You're getting shout outs in the comments.
Thank you, Tierra.
That's the type of testimonials you want right there. Good job.
Awesome. Siobhan, how about we come to you? I see over there. What is a high and a low for you in the program?
I really have pretty much all highs at this point. I know during class I had some lows because it was a lot of information to take in, but I'm just appreciative that I've had the opportunity to learn, and that way I can prepare for my future. Like, there's a lot of things that you guys taught me, and yes, during the time it was frustrating and it could be overwhelming, but I appreciate all the time and all the information I was able to receive.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks so much. Is Rebecca still on here? Oh, hi, Rebecca. How are you? Why don't we go with you? What are some highs and lows from the program for you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I was talking to Chris about this a little bit too, but just forward progression, I feel like, and I spoke about this a bit in class, but just the way the framework of the class and how it was supposed to look was different than I think all of us had initially envisioned. But just the fact that our business has progressed so much further than it would have if we never would have come, whether it's in person, whether it's via Zoom, but just the clients that I've been able to book throughout this process, and becoming more confident and just taking steps and getting out there and talking about my business. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much. She mentioned Chris Mathis. I see that you're on now. We did have the coaches give a few words for the night and just kind of end. So if you wanted to say a couple of things, that would be great.
Yeah, I've been here this whole time.
sitting here observing from a distance. I would say this has been fun. It's been a lot of fun. I always enjoy the opportunity to be a part of so many different journeys. And I appreciate those that I've had the chance to work with, because you show up, you have no idea who I am. You have no idea what that first meeting is going to be like with me. And then through that process, we develop this relationship, and you not only trust me, but you allow me to push a little bit. And you allow me to push, you allow me to encourage, and really pull those special things out of you that sometimes you don't even know are there. And it can be an uncomfortable process, but we always love the outcome at the end of what we get after 12 weeks of doing this together. So to that, I say thank you for allowing me and our team as Spring GR to live out our gifts, because this is our gift. This is our calling, is serving in this capacity. And each time we get an opportunity to do it, it's a blessing for us, as well as a blessing to you. And so that really does mean a lot. And so I'm really looking forward to continuing to work with all of you over this next 2 years and continuing to further your businesses and grow. And who knows, one of you may be the next Kyra Crandall story that comes back and speaks to one of our classes about a successful business after 2 years. We'll see.
Awesome. I wanted to talk to a couple people who pivoted in the middle of this process. And I know we had 2 and maybe even more on here that had a little bit of a pivot. So I'm going to start with Miss Dean. She's shaking her head like she knew I was coming to you. So I'm glad you did the O. Let's talk a little bit about that pivot and what that felt like, because I know coaches really pushed you all to think differently and really work within your talents.
Right. So at first I knew what I wanted to do, and I was comfortable with crunchy munchies. But going through the Spring GR, I realized I didn't want to do that anymore. That's not who I was, and I don't want it to be my authentic self, and I'm a people person, and I just want to see people smile, and I want to love on people through food. So I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I had this I don't want to do that anymore. So I just came up with the Marquita Dean experience. And, I like to dress in costume and things like that. And I know that's not socially normal, but it's a lot of people out there like that. So I want to gear towards them and see what I can do here.
Amazing. Awesome. So I'm glad you found your niche. You and Chris worked very hard to get there.
Oh my gosh.
So we have the Chris and Chris team. You both had somebody that pivoted. And now I'm going to go to Miss Kimberly. Let's talk a little bit about your pivot.
Yeah, well, my pivot had to do with understanding all that it takes to have that brick and mortar store, and the licensing and the fees and the hood and equipment. And it was just like, maybe this is a lot of risk right now. And so, I had to pivot, and with the encouragement of my coach, I said, I don't want to give up on this, but let's test a couple ideas to see if we can still figure out a way to make it work.
Amazing. And that's what this is all about. I am so, even from the beginning of the first day in class with Tia and Jalen, as facilitators, do you recognize just the growth in the participants, even in their language of the things that they're saying? One of the things I want to say is pricing. All y'all came in with that low boohoo prices. And I just thought, oh my gosh, when they meet with these coaches, that is about to change. Because I was where y'all was. I knew from Chris, and I'm sure Robert too, when they heard the prices, they were cringing at you all for what free services and you're offering this. And that got cut out real quick, because now I can't afford none of y'all on here. I wanted to say, I told you we should have booked them before they met with these coaches, because then that's what we knew. Once they got with the coaches, it is over. I said it ain't a service on here that we can really get with. But that's the beauty of this, is to watch that growth as facilitators from you all week after week, struggling with content, not understanding. And then all of a sudden we heard these pitches and I thought, oh my gosh, we did really teach them something. Do y'all feel like that? Do you feel like that, Jalen and Tia?
Buy before week 5. Buy before week 5.
Week 5, Tia said before week 5. Jayla, how about you? Do you just feel like sometimes I come home and I'm like, did they even get it? But now I listen to them and I'm like, wow.
I'm gonna be honest. During the course, this may sound a little harsh, but if they didn't get it after class, hey, that's on them. No, I'm just playing with you. I I really thought, honestly, during class, I knew that there were some times where it was just so much information or some things were just confusing that they just, when they left out of that room, they just left it all at the GOE Center. However, I do hear the maturity from all of those times and all that confusion. And I think this is a testament to show that you are much stronger and much more confident than, like I said, than what you think you are and what you gave yourself credit for. And that just shows that you are built to be an entrepreneur. In those areas of confusion and times of discouragement, when you have employees, who are they going to look forward to and look to when they when those times and those slow times are in the business? You are the ones that are the face of the company. You are the ones setting the tone, the environment, the culture for your entire company. And this was a testament of the structure and the foundation to that. And I'm excited to see, you know, what we do from that. I can't wait to hear somebody tell me they got a $20,000 contract in the next few months or so. So I'm excited.
There's a person on here, Miss Tiara, that I think we have to thank. Some of this does not happen without the person behind the scenes sending the email, doing the canvas. It is hard to manage all of you and then all of us. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the coaches can be a little bit, I mean, the facilitators, I don't know about the coaches for Tiara, we could be a little bit needy. I mean, I was texting her today, calling, emailing. I pretty much wanted to fill out my timesheet for me. I'm like, girl, can you just do it? So we owe her a world of gratitude, from the food ordering every week, from the booking, the professionalism, really being able to meet our needs. So Tiara, if you are on here, we all say thank you, thank you, thank you. Please give her a shout out in the chat. She has managed customer count, she has managed food, she has managed us, Arlene and Atat in the office with them, because I'm sure, they got a lot going on than dealing with the coaches. So being able to manage all of our needs here, we truly appreciate you and all that you have done for us as individuals, as a group, and for the program. So that was a shout out to them. Judges are still not back. Are the judges still not back? Atal, where are the judges? You can't even, like last time, y'all was in and out of the room. They would be in and out of the rooms like, okay, so we know this is a tough decision. We're not gonna get nervous.
I think they're somewhere.
I believe they're getting close. They're getting close. They're not there yet, but they're almost there.
I'll start to get a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna keep going on. I have a couple of coffee shops. I do not want to mess up your name. I love the idea of grown folks having a place to hang out in GR. So I'm all about it. Mrs. Shara, girl, yes. So I can't wait, because we all want to be grown. I don't want to be anybody under 21. I'm sorry. I don't want to be my 18-year-old, 19. I want to listen to music. I want to sit down. I want to be able to have a conversation. And I want to do it and sometimes see people that are like me or look like me. So talk a little bit about that idea of the whole idea of that coffee shop.
Okay, so just to reiterate, in college and undergrad, grad school, and when I got my second master's, I'm like, dog it. And I'm a place, I love coffee, but I love just going to a coffee shop to study and just kind of catch a vibe. And I was looking around and I'm like, wow, there's no places here that is going to give me that space. So what can I do? And ultimately, I'm like, I don't see any women of color owning these spaces, very few. And then I don't see any young people employed in these spaces. So what can I do? How can I contribute in this market? And so that's how this brainchild kind of came along. I've been sitting on it, and I put it on my vision board before the start of this year, and it just kind of is manifesting.
Awesome. And I'm like Robert, I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I love the whole idea of having a place. I'm definitely going to do Kim's tour because I like to go around. People drive me around. I do. I like to be taken care of and catered to. That's the kind of person that I am. But those two concepts in itself are phenomenal, taking things to a whole nother level or a different level. So I commend you for that and really being able for all of you to follow those dreams. Next, I'm going to come down to, is it JD? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, JD.
JD, I'm a social worker by trade. And so you have my heart, of course, with the business that you are proposing, because not only is it important, it is needed. And those are sometimes the hardest working and most loyal individuals that you can have come to a company. So I am excited. I've worked with people who have gotten out of jail, and that is the hardest thing for them to do is find employment. So talk a little bit about that.
Yes. I have a personal connection in trying to, find employment for myself. Me being a returning citizen, I find it a staffing firm is needed because it helps people like locate jobs in one center instead of searching all over a certain city. It kind of like brings many employers to one center, and it will, instead of having people confused of where to go and who's hiring felons and who's not, you can be able to come to one center and be able to have access of many employers who hire people with criminal history. So I have a passion for it. It's something that I live and something that I want to help other people to get through. And that's why I feel like I was led to open and operate this.
Amazing. So anytime you need consulting, anytime you need services or help, please make sure to reach out. Because again, I think you are 100% right. Having some place to go where you still have your integrity and people treat you like a human gives you that leg up in itself. So make sure you keep going and know that you have support of not only Spring GR, but everybody on this call. I am going to go to my marketing friend next, Miss Lachey. Let me find her on here.
After Lachey, I believe our judges are back.
Okay.
But go ahead, let's get Lachey in.
Where's my Lachey? Lachey, are you on?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Hi, Lachey. How are you?
How are you?
Good. So why don't you give us a high and a low through all of this?
Oh my gosh, the high was, man, I mean, there's so much high. I knew what I wanted to do, but I couldn't organize it right until I got into the program. And then I met Chris, and I was one of those who had like a couple of dollars for a logo. And he was like, how much is your time worth? And I'm like, wait. He's like, how much is your time worth? So I had to really figure it out. And I'm like, okay, my time is worth this much. And it made me happy.
Yeah, I was your first
to offer that amount. I mean, like ask for a certain amount, and I got it. Another high was 2 different businesses on here. So that was awesome. And then my low would be the time. It was hard to have time to write the speech and do the homework. And I mean, the time management thing, that was the biggest thing for me. I was worried I wasn't gonna make it, but it worked out.
Awesome. And it sure did. You did a phenomenal job. Well, our judges are back. I am super excited. We were anxiously waiting for you, feeling the air, nervously talking. So I am going to turn it over. I don't know who's going to be the spokesperson for the judges. I will turn it. Oh, wonderful. I will turn it over to you, and I will let you go ahead and announce the winners.
Oh, Todd, did you want to say anything before? Nope. Okay. You guys, this has been such a great night. And I just want to say.
Oh, sorry, Alicia, I do need to say something before.
Okay, thank you.
I'm over here trying to parent at the same time, and I'm losing track of what I'm supposed to be doing. And right on time, I got my son going crazy in here. So congratulations, everybody. You guys, again, have done a phenomenal job. I'm excited to hear from the judges and see what they had to say. I know it must not have been easy considering how long they took. But just wanted to give you guys some points as far as what's coming up. So your graduation is next week. So all your hard work has led to this time. So we are planning to celebrate you guys as well as we can virtually, considering the circumstances. In the future, we hope to be able to celebrate you in person the way we have in the past. But we will celebrate you on Thursday next week. So, make sure you come out or you log in and you check it out. There'll be a link, or there has been a link sent out to you guys to RSVP. So please RSVP, feel free to send it to your family so they can get on and watch and celebrate your accomplishments as well. So those that are pitching, so the judges are going to be announcing the 2 winners from this class shortly. So there will be all of those that have been announced. There's been 4 so far that have been named, and then there'll be the last 2 named tonight. You guys will be pitching, but you will not actually be pitching next week, Thursday. You'll actually be pitching on Friday morning, and your pitch will be taped. The judges will be online. They'll do the Q&A as well, and then we'll show clips of that next week, because we want to make sure that the entire time next week that we use to celebrate each and every one of you for your hard work. So the good thing is you'll have all your nerves done this week, and you won't have to take them into next week. The thing about it is, those of you that are finalists, you will not get to know who won until graduation. So you pitch, but then you still have a little bit of ants in your pants until next week, Thursday. So again, graduation is next week. You'll be pitching Friday sometime between 11 and 1. I'm assuming probably maybe in between 11:30, 12:30. We'll get those details out to you guys tomorrow. And then you'll pitch on next week, Thursday. So look out for an email. All that information is in there. If there's anything unclear, feel free to reach out to your coaches and they'll be able to let you know. And with that, I'll pass it over to you, Alicia.
Thanks, Ata. So I just wanted to say we had so much fun listening to your pitches this evening. You guys did a great job, and I know it's a ton of work to do. And I know that many of you have kids home, you're working from home, and so we're adding this layer of really thinking about your business. And we just want to thank you for the time and the effort that you put into your pitch tonight. And just like a real side to this, when I did my pitch tonight, I was so nervous. And I did not make it to the final competition. And I just want to give you a word of encouragement, you guys. This pitch is going to prepare you for the next step. And everyone always says this, and I didn't believe it. And it took me a good week of an attitude check to pull it together. But I had my coach in my ear, coaching me all through the way, because this right here is the hardest work. And with all this information laid out, you can really take your business idea and your business, if it's something that you're already doing, and really propel it forward. So this was torture. I think Arlene was like, okay, you guys, come on, speed it up. They're waiting for you. So we are so excited to announce that the judges, we have picked the Art Exchange and Buen Alma Good Soul as our two preceding businesses. Yeah, awesome. Congratulations.
Art Exchange and Alma of Good Soul moving forward. So congratulations to you both. We are very proud of everybody on here. Closing remarks. I didn't see if Arlene and Ata have any. Oh, Arlene has some closing remarks. I'm going to have Arlene close us out, and then we're going to be done for the night.
I just want to say congratulations to all of you. You all worked so hard, and I can vouch for what Alicia just said. That was hard work in there, okay? It's been hard work all the way through with all of the presentations, but all of you have put in a ton of effort, and we are extremely proud of you. But please remember, this is not the end. You know, we are still here for you for the long haul, 2+ years to help you be successful in your business. And so, like Alicia said, you know, sometimes it doesn't feel quite maybe the way you want it to feel, but just know that you all are doing a fantastic job. I'm super impressed with all of you. So thank you. Make sure you show up for graduation. There are some other awards that you might not know about. So you definitely want to be there, and you want to invite your friends and family to watch, and your picture is going to be up there. So we just want to celebrate you and all the hard work you've done next week. So anything else with anyone else before I say goodbye? Are we good? All right. Well, take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.